To the tune of OPP, by naughty by nature. No time for idle chitter chat and petty iterations. Teaming to me exponentially like I'm Barack's inauguration. Erratic calculations, nah, I runs the infinite. Only way I slow me down is with some calcing by a limit. They might no longer show the work to answer self-evident. Some truth should be proclaimed in the Declaration of Independence. Things not instantaneous can be approximated by adding up our changes till everything integrated. Word to my partners in calculus. Yo, you down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? That's the way we rotate radiannually. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Let's blow. Switch the flow. Shift the tempo. Yeah. Respect the pivot, bruh. Mean median mode. Accumulate the statistics with my bars each row. Distribute probability depending where you flow. My question for you here is, bruh, do you get that?
You get that though?
What you thought it would be?
Can I just tell you, there is nothing but any fucking reason in the world to dance right now. 6 and 3.
There's no reason not to, man. No reason not to. That's the damn truth.
Give us your worst dance right now, even though we can't see you.
It is. If you know, it's always my worst dance because that's all I got.
This is the one time in the day that I get to stand up. Is this dancing right now?
That includes when he pees, ladies and gentlemen, because he's always sitting when he does that too.
You fucking got pulled that quickly.
Exactly. He's getting rid of me. Because I'm just back. Life's insane, man. Life is just insane.
It sure is, my friend.
I get this. This was going to be a members thing, but I'm going to just take 2 minutes and tell you there's nobody in that waiting room. So my buddy who was shot and almost killed over $50 April 9th, coming back and doing good and got him working and stuff, and he's working on a job over here, and it's 1:30, and I'm like, dude, just work 7 to 2. You're good, man. You're just taking care of my buddy, and I'm helping everybody out, and he's helping everybody out. A few bucks, blah blah blah. Get his truck fixed because it was an accident from when the guy tried to kill him. And then some chick on her phone hits it and creams it and blows the axle out. Now the guy's got no vehicle. Got to go through the insurance. It's going to take like a month. I'm like, dude, it's just poor guy. And I'm like, he hangs around me. I'm like, quit hanging around me, dude.
I was gonna say,
I've never had to deal with any shit like I've done. And it's all started since I've known you. And that's like the last fucking 12 years.
I was just going to say, it sounds kind of like you.
He wouldn't be doing what he's doing. His truck wouldn't even be running if he didn't. And like there's a lot more than this simple story, but none of this would be happening to him if he didn't know me. It's insane. No, I can't say that. He's not experienced a lot of things that are happening in the last 4 or 5 years because he's never had to deal with them before in his life. And I don't know.
So it was my shitty week this week because I talked to you on Tuesday when we had a pre-production meeting with Minister Charles Johnson.
Minister Charles Johnson. There you go. You got to do it.
Our guest tonight is the one and only Minister Charles Johnson. And we did a production meeting on Tuesday. I should have recorded it. It was a 4-hour fucking production meeting or 3-hour production meeting, and just having fun, hanging out with him, getting to know him. Went to bed way too late, and we got. I
couldn't sit there, man. I couldn't sit there with you guys anymore.
I saw you going like this.
Shut up.
I'm like, Jesus, and then you disappeared. I was like, oh, boss is having a heart attack. What the fuck?
Just a small one,
And I'm such a good friend I didn't call you after that to make sure you were okay.
No, I was okay, man. It was because of the procedure.
Yeah.
That's all it is the
You want to talk about it or you want to save it for yourself?
It don't matter, man. Everything. I know. Okay, here. So I went in because I was having problems with the blood flow in my heart, and I had a stent put in 3 years ago today. No, to the day, November 11th. So I go back
Today's
November 11th, 3 years later. Puts the camera in there, which it's just they cut you open, but it's sore because you're going into that artery. It's in your thigh, upper thigh up here, and fucking right where the bend is when you sit down.
Yeah.
So
To piss.
He's like, he goes, man, he goes, you got to be doing something right because everything's exactly the way it was. Like the three of the mains weren't. I have the original 800-year-old equipment. There's no the amount of buildup is so minimal that he's like, he goes, man, you're not even. You need to have like 5 times what you have before we have to start worrying and build up. And then where they put the stent in, he's like, there's nothing even there. It's perfectly clear. So it's the diet and then all the stress and aggravation and not enough exercise because I was sitting here for 6 weeks writing out all that crap I had to do. And cigarettes, which I'm still smoking, but I'm way.
Hey, let me.
We're not gonna do the ashtray thing again, dude. Because
Okay, I'm not gonna say that.
I'm gonna get there because
Go
now
get some of these, bro.
what is it?
It's just like a little
Tobacco thing?
It's like a little nicotine pouch you can put in your mouth, and you can get them all in different flavors. They're all over the place now. So like I quit smoking Tuesday, September 15th, 2009. I got all the way to 2019 and fucking bad times, and next thing you know, I'm like smoking cigarettes behind my wife's back, and if she would have found out at the time, she would have divorced me. And so I'm like, I can't keep doing this. So I won't even tell you how I got away with it. That's like another 20-minute story, but I did get away with it for like a year. And I was like, I'm just going to try these stupid things. And I did. And now I'm still addicted to nicotine, but in a different fashion. So at least if you're not inhaling it, it's not going into your lungs and all that shit. Because nicotine actually is a nootropic. It helps you with your brain function, and it does help you with your cognitive abilities. So there is something good to it. It's just not good for
anything good like that, dude. Give me all the bad shit, the terrible smell, all the bad shit.
Hey,
you know what? I got some stuff that I know. Minister Charles Johnson. Because you got to stay to that. I got to stop doing that one. All right, so I wore rubber gloves when I smoked.
That's Armando. That's exactly what I did.
Is that Armando Telecoat?
Yes.
Okay.
I would drive.
You just got to go into YouTube and change your name, and you can put it back to whatever you want, unless that's what you want.
I have a 1994 Jeep Wrangler, and it's like open air. So I would just all of a sudden out of thin air one day, I was just like driving my Jeep everywhere, and my wife never questioned it. And I would put on a rubber glove, and I would smoke my cigarettes, and I would take the rubber glove, put it away, and then I would spray down with Axe body spray, and then I'd come in the house, and she would never. I'd pop gum. She'd never know the fucking difference. And I got lucky that she didn't, because I wouldn't be married right now. So
yeah, see, I just watched.
She does know about this. We had the conversation about it, and she's just like, please quit doing that.
Yeah.
I don't want you to get mouth cancer, and I don't want that either. So I'm eventually going to do that too. So what I'll do is I'll just fill up an ashtray full of these.
Yeah.
And I'll.
That'll work. We'll try the old trick. Hey, so, because we'll get back to this fun stuff later. What about we say hi to the chat? Get everybody.
Yeah, let's get to the chat, because Cliff's saying I wear rubber gloves when I cook.
We can do our intro for the big man, and
so Cliff, when you're like cutting, you're like dicing, vegetables, and you got rubber gloves on. Like every time I've ever done that, I clip a piece of the glove, and I'm like afraid I'm gonna get rubber in my food. So how do you not do that? Is my question. Because I just stopped doing it. I'd rather just cut myself.
Very carefully. When's Cliff coming? Cliff, when are you coming on, man?
Cliff might be on again. I got a feeling I can convince him. Come on, Cliff. Come on, Cliff.
Just do Do a fucking 10-minute Cliff Notes or a 5-minute Cliff Notes even. That's all. You don't have to go on everything, man. Do what you do and do like 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, just 5 minutes. No
Cliff Notes live
no,
with Cliff Victoria.
but don't put any thought into it. Just
Yeah,
don't do any research. Just come on and improvise like we do.
Cliff, I'll show you how to make one up real quick and fuck it all up when you have a good point and then screw it up because that's what I do.
This entire damn show is completely improvised. It's almost embarrassing how improvised it is. Like you look at Aldo. Aldo's got all of his shit together.
Yeah, but we don't want to be Aldo. We want to be us, whatever, man. Screw you. Screw you, Shorty. I'm sick of you fucking content bear fans. No.
Cliff says sometime, but not now. I have 14 excuses.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That's
man.
less than I thought you had. I thought it was like 26. So,
You ever get that Linnae rebuilt for the second or third time after the? You know who stopped in earlier? Jason UK Bears.
Jason UK Bears
from the British Bears. Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Central, 4 Eastern.
And they've added the newbie Dave awesome. Bears
like
UK.
Dave.
There's Jason UK Bears and there's Dave Bears UK. It's pretty awesome. And Chris Watts, his computer is in the shop because it's been having problems. Yeah. And Dave came on and filled in for him the last couple of weeks. And
I was there actually. I was in the back room with them for 40 minutes talking to both them guys.
Oh, that's awesome. That's why you popped in the show for a second.
Yeah.
I wish you would have stayed. He's like, oh, because I was waiting for more Foster in there. I'm like, oh, fuck, he didn't come back.
I'll catch him because I told him I would anytime, man. So well, we'll talk about this later. These guys, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they want to hear. So Cliff's here. We know that.
Let's get to our chat, right?
Armando
Lara. So this is what sucks is how YouTube changed everyone's name. So Tecolote 8566 NT, aka like Armando.
Here we go. Yeah, call 856699 NT. Wanted
Dine 313. I don't recognize that name, but I'm sure
Carl was in here. I recognize that one.
Yeah, where the hell is Carl, by the way?
I don't know. I feel please
like,
okay, man. It's all
I'm
good.
slowly gonna leave BCP, and I'm just gonna start hanging out and chat until I don't anymore. But we miss you, Carl. Alex is my name-o. At least your name stayed. Alex is my name-o. At least his name stayed the same.
Yeah.
Foster, your face bush is
Mr. Mayhem 67.
Yeah, I think. Well, Mr. was MR Mayhem. Now it's actually spelled Mr. Mayhem.
Yeah, but at least we know, and like Tony Moyes too. We know it's them for sure. Not like Alex freaking Armando's. What the hell is that, Armando? You got to explain it all now to us.
You got to give us a Spanish version of Tecolote. I think he did before, but I'm too dumb to remember. Alex is my name. At least his name remains the same. He says, Foster, your face bush is looking very nice and thick.
Yep. I really need the Bears. Really, because this is the last year I'm doing this. I really need the Bears to win like the next 4 games in a row or whatever it takes to get in the playoffs quick.
Yeah, well, no, but didn't we talk about we're going to wait until they exit the playoff?
It's either they're in the playoffs or we do it the first week of January if they don't make the playoffs.
Mm. So you just got to keep a comb on you and just keep it.
Paulie stopped in here. Bearsky Film.
What's up, Bearsky, my man? Dine 313. I'd love to know. Are you new to chat or is your previous handle before YouTube fucked this whole thing up? Someone that we knew.
Roberto Hernandez.
Roberto Hernandez.
Like to know
sounds familiar.
The Scrolls.
The Scrolls, man. I love you guys. Tony Moy. What's with the 8808? Just curious. Everyone has their own really, like Tecolote. He's got 8566 NT. That's a pretty interesting handle. Just curious how you came up with that one.
85669NT.
85669NT.
Danny.
Let's not waste any more of our guests' time. Steve Rogers.
I was just going to look at this one because I can't see well. So,
Erica.
Foster Claus comes to. Good evening, Erica.
Foster Claus comes to the chimney to visit your mom while Dad is at work.
I was doing the same shit as a milkman, so.
And he hits up all the ones in Wisconsin first.
Yeah, you're driving around that border. You know how the people from Illinois up there are.
Mm-hmm. Steve Rogers, thanks for joining us tonight. Fuck Green Bay, Steve Rogers. Erica.
Good evening, Erica. Good evening.
Good evening, Erica. Thank you for joining us again tonight. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
We need to bring on the man and talk some bear.
Yeah, let's listen.
Let you do your thing, Mr. Shorty. Do your thing, baby.
I got this new thing now. Like I was trying to keep the AI songwriting shit on a rep so that nobody knew about it, but then Aldo just started like fucking blah 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 blah. Look at all my fucking AI songs. I'm like, he's ruined it for everyone. So I'm just gonna
not him. Let me interject. Every fucking NFL game, they I can't even hear the announcer sometimes because they got AI music going in and out. Every fucking channel, every game.
Yep. All right, let's bring on. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Minister. Charles. Johnson.
Minister Charles Johnson. Yo, minister. Yo, minister. Preach it to me, yo, minister. The Bears, they be the only thing. Preach it to me. They Bears, they be what name? BCP. We BCP. And now you be BCP.
What is up, my man?
Oh, not much. Good evening, fellas. I like that intro music. I like that.
Thank you very much. I'm going to play it again in the background while you talk.
Minister Charles Johnson. Yo,
minister. You say while I talk?
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I'm just happy to see another Thursday evening and be a part of Bears Country Productions. Bottom line, I just been waiting eagerly all day.
That's a pleasure to hear, man, because the feeling is mutual, my friend. We had a really fun production meeting with you, and it was really long, but we had a lot of fun, and couldn't wait to have you on the show. I wish I would have recorded it for members content because there was some good shit in there.
Yeah, I thought about that today. I remember you initially saying that you might. Then I remember you telling me, that you didn't record anything. I was like, wow, how did we forget about that?
I'm kicking myself for just not hitting the live button because I could have done it too.
Hey,
I'm going to start doing it. I'm going to tell people I'm just going to start doing it. I'm ready. I'm thinking of hitting the live button right now, guys.
I have to share something with you guys real quick and short. How do you live with a woman for 3 years and smoke in the house, in the shared vehicle, and she never knows?
I didn't want to get into it, but I have a 1994 Jeep Wrangler that I inherited from my father. We rebuilt the motor together. He passed away. I put the motor back in. It's in my garage. I never drive it, but at that time when I was secretly smoking behind her back, I would just drive my Jeep everywhere, and I had the window. It's like an open air, or the zip down windows and shit, and I would just like Armando said, I would put on a rubber glove. I would smoke when I was driving around that motherfucker. And when I was done, I would spray myself down with Axe body spray, pop in a couple pieces of gum. And I don't know how she didn't know. The rest is on her. I don't know. But I'm blessed that she didn't, because if she did, I wouldn't be sitting here married anymore.
No, Shorty, I smoked in the house.
Oh, I didn't smoke in the house. No.
And she never knew.
You did?
Yes,
In the house?
in the
Guys.
basement.
Jeez.
She found out
Yeah,
because
I could see that one. I could see that one.
we went on a vacation, came home. She was doing the laundry, emptying out the pants pockets, and found a receipt for a pack of cigarettes. That's how she found out.
That's how it goes too, right? You're like, damn it! How can I have not covered that base?
Yeah, yeah. I just
There's
thought
no way I could get away with it. I'd have to scotch guard my face, Charles. There's no way. Either that or plug my
I
nose.
don't know how I got away with it, but anyway, we're no longer together, so.
Yeah, well, luckily I am with her.
Hi,
The
Patty.
best thing that ever happened to me, and I wouldn't want to lose her over that shit.
Yeah, so what's going on with you guys today? Anything interesting?
Nah,
I
man,
don't
just
want to get into it, man.
just life.
I
Just
got
life.
to start just filming every day of my life.
You do.
That's
Have
it.
your son do
I
that
do.
for you.
I should.
You'd have
I
a
need-
million
he's working on it.
followers.
I don't know about that. It'd be pretty interesting just to go back. What the? Never mind. We could talk some Bears though, because
Let's talk some
I'm
Bears.
pretty
before
happy
we
with the
lose
way that
viewers.
last game turned out.
Yeah.
I know everybody's talked about it already, but there's some stuff that was pretty cool and stuff that they still need to deal with.
Minister,
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you.
Sorry. Every time you say minister, I'm going to say that.
You probably hear that in your head every time too, right? Minister.
I love hearing
that. So I want to ask you, what is it like after all these years being a Bears fan to have a quarterback that is now becoming nationally recognized as a clutch ICEMAN superstar quarterback? Because I know it feels good for me.
You know, Shorty, it's more than a simple answer for me, because for the first time, and I was around during Peyton and Gentry and McKinnon and Matsui and all of that, but now the way where the Bears are headed, especially with Caleb, I think that they're taking the term rebuilding the franchise seriously. Finally, I think instead of putting band-aids on and calling it a rebuild, now they're taking the steps. They have the nucleus, they have the key components they're plugging into place, and everything is coming together. So now I truly feel that this is a rebuild and we're headed in the right direction. And I'm loving Caleb. I'm just glad that all the extra stuff is being silenced. You know, those terms like generational talent and this and that. I'm not saying he is or isn't, but first and foremost, he's a football player to me. Allow him to be that. Get about 5-6 years in, then assess as to whether or not you think he's generational. You can't say that before he's taken a snap, which is what was unfairly and unjustly done.
I couldn't agree more. Like,
yeah,
I wanted to categorize him in the generational category, but I felt that was unfair because, like you said, you don't know those quarterbacks or those players who are generational until they've proven it. They never came out of college with that coin, right? Like, you know, Tom Brady is generational. Pat Mahomes is generational, but they weren't touted that coming out of college. It took them earning that to and really, what is generational? It's like every 10 years. A generation is what, 10 years. So
yeah.
It's been about what it's close to 10 years. So since the last,
that's typically I think that's 20 though for a generation. So that's about,
is it a generation 10?
You're not going to have a kid at 10 or 12. You know what
Oh.
I'm saying?
Generational to me is 10 to 15 years down the line. You look back and say, we haven't seen anything like that in 15 to 20 years.
Mhm.
That's generational. And Caleb, because he knows how to grab that energy or what have you from his cojones
Mhm.
and utilize that. See, the kids got cojones of steel. And it shows, even though he's not loud, he's not boisterous, but it shows through his work. And that's what I'm loving, because I was a JF1 fan. And I was kind of,
Us too.
but I'm a Bears fan. So therefore, whomever we may bring in, I'm going to give him a fair shot. So I'm watching Caleb as he's developing and maturing, and he has my support 100%.
Hey, wait, Minister, it almost feels like PJ's here tonight. That's stuff PJ would say exactly. You can't. I'm a Justin Fields fan, but I'm going to root for a Bears quarterback, and you can't judge him on one season when he's got to go into another season with all new stuff again. That's PJ almost said exactly what I said, like you said.
100%. I was thinking of him when he said that.
I've seen them all since the mid-70s. I've seen them all.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I was living in St. Louis when they had the greatest show on turf. But I still couldn't pull away from my Bears. I don't care how good the team is.
See, and now I want to pull a PJ on you, Charles, because I don't know the answer to this question. How did you become a Bears fan?
I was just
You don't know the answer.
brain.
My dad
It's
loves
PJ, lack of
football.
PJ.
My dad always bragged about how he played fullback at Jackson State and blocked for Walter Payton. Because I idolized my dad, who was a mountain of a man. And, I just loved my dad. I became a Chicago Bears fan, a Walter Payton fan. I love the organization. That's what gave birth to my fandom. Here's the funny part, Poster. About 20 years ago, give or take a year or two, I realized my dad was lying. He never played with Peyton. He never even went to college. The reason I figured out was because he would tell this other lie, how he was this Vietnam vet. He would share his war stories. He made the mistake of sharing the approximate age as to when he was in Vietnam.
Yep.
Didn't add up to him going to Jackson State with Peyton.
Yeah.
But I wore that like a badge of honor until I was about 34 or 35-ish. Then for some reason, I was thinking, wait a minute, Dad couldn't have played with Peyton. He was in Nam. Then I thought about, he couldn't have been in Nam because he was in school with Peyton. Come to find out, it was all a lie.
It's funny because it's not like you can't do the math, but you had just been living on that from your dad's word your whole life. And all of a sudden you hit your 30s, you're like, wait a second.
Son of a.
Here's the deal. When he names my brother Walter, because he and Peyton were like best buds. What was I gonna say? Oh, he tells you these stories of you and Jared being little kids playing together. He says things like, "You don't remember hanging out with Jared?" And no, I don't remember.
Oh, you were a kid. You wouldn't remember that.
Man, my dad painted this picture that was very detailed and graphic. So
that is crazy.
That's how I became a fan.
You would have remembered Walter Payton if you ever met the man. You would have remembered him.
No, I've never been to a Bears game, but I have been in Soldier Field standing between Walter Payton and William Perry. And being 5'3", imagine how I felt.
You know, you never having gone to a game, I'm gonna make that happen. I promise you that. And AC, I believe it's AC. I think it's AC. He talked to me about getting tickets, and I told him I would get him tickets to a game because I know 5 different season ticket holders. And
Wow.
I apologize, I haven't responded to you on that. Other, as far as an answer to that, but I'm running it down right now so that I remember it because I'm just so busy with other life stuff, mostly work. But we have 2 away games again now. Or no, I think so.
I'm sure worst case, Mr. Shorty, is I know something can be planned for next season. That's no doubt.
Oh yeah. Next season.
This year kind of blows and it's almost gone.
Yeah, and next season I'll have said goodbye to my dog, and I still have his sister, his sibling mate, and she's doing a hell of a lot better than him. So I plan on being home for. I have no plans on going to a game this year, but next year I've got a lineup for some great tickets, 3rd row, 30-yard line. I'm taking Aldo to those games. I've taken Foster and Jason to that game, to those seats, and they're some of the best you can get. And I will definitely line that up for us next year. I promise you. If you've never been to a game, then if you're a Bears fan like us, and I know you are, we got to take you to a game, my man.
And 2 things on my bucket list are to go to a Bears game and a Cubs game.
Okay.
Never been to either one.
I can help with one of those. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Green Bay, Romy.
I'll just go with you to both. I'm gonna make it simple, man. I'm gonna make it real simple. I just hope everything in my life goes just all the crap on. Sorry. Go. Notorious.
I can't remember if it was Notorious TBG or if I think it was Notorious that I
Notorious
talked to
TBG.
about getting the tickets for. So I will do. I'm working on that. I promise you. I will do that for you. I'll try to get you some tickets this year from the 5 season ticket holder friends I have. Some of them are really close. One of them was a guy that when we made the GoFundMe for Chris Watts to come in to go to a game, I got some tickets from someone that knew my cousin, and the guy right in front of us had season tickets, and so we were like the talk of the town in that section because the Bears crew was there taking pictures and videos of us while we were sitting there, and they did a whole thing. They put it on the Bears website. Larry Mayer wrote a whole story about Chris Watts coming in.
Wow.
It was super special. And so the guys in front of me were just like, Annette, like, what's going on right now? And I made friends with that guy, and I've gotten tickets from him last year. He's like, anytime you need any tickets, just let me know. So last year I got some tickets for Jason UK Bears. Actually stayed in he went to the Lions game at home last year, and he stayed in those seats. Unfortunately, we couldn't sit together, but at least he was there for his first game. Unfortunately, not with me. But then the second game that Jason UK Bears was at, he sat with us at the 30-yard line, 3rd row, with tickets from my buddy that I've known for 30 fucking years, and he's had those tickets in his family the whole time, and it's 6 seats in a row. So,
wow.
Next year I'll work on that for you, man. I promise you that.
Hey, man, if we just sit on the lake and kick our feet in the water, that'll be fine with me.
No, I agree, man.
I ask for everyone's forgiveness. I don't have teeth, so my speech may be a little at different points.
Listen, that's another thing I want to talk about, because I know that we talked about you can only afford or insurance will only pay for the top half of your teeth, and what's the point of having a top set of teeth and not a bottom set of teeth, right? You still can't chew anything,
right?
So,
well, that's why my grandkids call me the gummy bear.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm the gummy bear.
I'll
But
get on that.
and I have learned how to gum the heck out of some things.
And I just want to show everyone a picture of you, if I may. Uh, let's see.
And if I may, hello everyone in chat.
I'm going to share I gotta stop this one and share another one. So this is you before you had your teeth removed. And you're a handsome ass dude, and it sure would be nice to get some teeth back in your mouth. So especially so you can chew. So I'm gonna be working on that. I kind of talked about that a little bit in the members content that I did. That's what I'm saying, Romy. I was thinking about starting a GoFundMe. In fact, I'm going to start a GoFundMe for him. If anyone, when we get to that point, if anything, $10, $20, it goes a long way. Like I was on Twitter and some guy had like a kidney disease and he was about to go in for, he got submitted to go through these like new tests to like help him with his kidney, and it popped up in my Twitter feed that he had a GoFundMe, so I donated to it. I donated like $50 to him. Never even knew the guy, so and Cliff says he'd do awesome. All right,
Yeah,
so we're already seeing chat.
Story. There was a bunch of us, and Cliff remembers because Cliff and I we talked about it in the chat. I don't remember when, but I said I would do 50. Cliff said he's going to do 50. There was other people that said they'd throw in 10, $20. So whenever you, I don't even know how to do one. Otherwise, I'd do it.
I know.
I would. I just,
it's
you take care of my own life, minister, but it'll be okay. And I'm not gay or anything, dude, but you are a good looking dude. I don't know what happened. I'm joking.
I wouldn't buy that. You know how many times he's hit on me in person?
Ah. Wait till your birthday, man. No,
hey, I want to get in on this beard thing with you guys.
Yeah,
okay,
well,
you can't shave it. Well, all we're doing is trimming the mustache, and if something gets real long, but nothing else.
All right, I trimmed up a little bit today, and that'll be it. That'll be it.
The only thing I'm going to do is cut this because I don't want to. I'm going to start eating it with my food.
I'm going to leave that alone.
Totally.
That's exactly what she said.
Hey, like he's not used to a little hair in his mouth.
He's filling in for fucking PJ perfectly. Excuse my French. Yeah.
All that Wisconsin beer brought pussy that stained that mustache, he's definitely got some hair in his mouth.
Okay, so we know Foster is 750-ish or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the general age around here? Because some days I feel like I'm the oldest when Foster's not around. But then other days I say, hey, these are my peers. When it comes to age, I don't know, but I'm curious.
I'm 50 years old. I turned 51 this Christmas.
Okay, I'm 56.
You're young.
I'll be 961 in April.
You'll be what?
961.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, that's how I woke up. I'll prove it to you. Shorty's got my high school yearbook photo somewhere.
Oh, it's long
that was
gone.
My street address when I lived in Columbus, Ohio, 961.
I knew that. I didn't want to tell everybody. Now you gave out your old address.
You got chat blowing up with trying to help you, man. And Cliff saying you guys are great. We can get 1,000 to Minister Charles.
Yeah.
That Minister Charles Johnson needs. So I'll make that happen, man. I'll do it this week, and we'll present this on the show next week, and give the link for everyone. I really appreciate you guys. You're all fucking awesome.
And
everybody.
you know what? I know this isn't a religion-based show, but I thank God for his blessings.
Yeah.
I trust him and I have faith. So that's why I smile, irregardless of the look.
Yeah, I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. We talked about this a little bit in our production meeting, but it's all kind of, for me, it all comes down to the same thing. And I guess like you being here right now in this moment kind of proves all that, to you, right? So we just appreciate you, man. Like this whole show has been about, we want to bring you guys on and chat and hang out with us and make you a part of the show. And anyone that is comfortable enough with joining us, like, we want you to be a part of the show anytime that you want, man. We it's what this show is based upon. And to have another guest from chat who loves the show come on and hang out with us is a blessing to us. It's because it is what this channel was. It's why I made it. It was for this reason exactly. And here we are. 4 years later.
And it is a blessing to be here for all of us. When you pay attention to the comments and all of that, everyone goes through something here and there. Like, what was it last week? PJ talking about his pastor, who's like a family member to him. There have been many people that have lost people, different tragedies and things that have gone on. But this show, you have no clue, Shorty, the value of the impact that you have on lives here. I mean, if everyone wrote down what this show did for them, you'd never leave your desk or whatever. You'd be reading until you were 95, 96. Because this is a part of my life. I look forward to this show every Thursday. Because you know what? Not only is it entertaining, funny, informative, it's medicinal for me.
Thursday night therapy, baby.
Thank you.
Don't forget to laugh.
It's very medicinal for me, because sometimes, as a symptom or side effect from the strokes, your mind goes dark places.
Oh yeah.
Shows like this, places like this, they take my mind out of that place and they turn my frown upside down.
Hey, Minister, sometimes this is the worst place for me to be.
Man.
alone right here with this. I'm telling you, it's rough. It's rough.
You know what, Foster? One of the things that's actually a good thing about the stroke or the strokes, there's a lot that I don't remember, which is a good thing.
Sure.
Which is an awesome thing. Or there may be some things that happened to this morning that I don't remember now. It's a good thing. I don't care to remember a lot of stuff.
It's not only that for me, it's sometimes just the way I think. I'm like, what the hell are you thinking, man? Because I'm not.
Yeah, you wonder, where did that come from? What gave birth to that thought?
I know where that comes from. We won't talk about that. That's scary.
I can't even tell you. Like, it almost brings me to tears to hear you and then chat acknowledging it, because that was truly my vision of this channel. And it is, if it never grows any more than this 24 viewers right now, we might get up to 30 if we're lucky.
Dude, there's 5,000 people a week that listen to the show or watch it. Do you know that? Think about it.
It absolutely means the world to me to hear that, because I listen, Steve here in chat, Steve Phillips, he's my cousin. He's my brother. Like, I consider him my brother, not my cousin. So he knows me better than anyone here, and we've talked a lot about this channel and everything.
Sorry, Steve.
Yeah. You met him several times. He was at the game with us, and I fucking love Steve so much. And we talked about all this stuff in the beginning, and he just said, "Man, you're killing it. Just keep it going, keep it going, keep it going." There's a lot of times it got difficult to keep talking about a loser, and but then I think that's where the show grew, because we became therapy, right? We kind of became ourselves on the show, because we had to talk about a loser constantly, and there's nothing more difficult than that, other than getting over it with laughter and fun and just making it a good time. And to hear the compliments from you and everyone else in chat is, I mean, really, I can't even tell you how much that means to me from the bottom of my heart. It is 100% genuine. You guys are fucking awesome. That's why I keep telling you guys for the 120 millionth time now, like you are what makes this show. It's because of you guys. There was only 2 of you watching.
All of us, Shorty, all of us.
Mm-hmm.
All of us create the whole. We are the sum of the parts.
Mm-hmm.
And if I may say something, I've always said that the one thing that'll make me happy before I leave this earth is knowing that I had a positive impact on at least one person's life. Not change the world, but if one person says, because I knew Charles Johnson, my life was more tolerable, more bearable. Well, I tell you what, Shorty, I'm your one person. And I'll tell you something, I don't say things just to be saying. If something comes out of my mouth, you can write it down, engrave it, and present it to whomever may need it. I say things because I feel them. I believe they are true in my heart and in my mind. I'm your one person, just as I want that one person to say, because I knew him.
I have no words for that, but because I'm not good with compliments. I've never been good with compliments, and but for the one time in my life, I think I am good with these compliments, because this was my vision of the show, and I'm seeing it happen, and I'm hearing it from you guys, and it means the world to me, because this is the kind of community that I wanted to build as a Bears fan. Like everyone that knows me, Steve, my cousin, all my friends and family, they know me as the guy that should just have a fucking podcast to talk about the Bears. And Zach's like, oh, you're giving him way too much credit. You, Zach.
And that is extended to Foster, PJ, Carl. When I say something to you, I'm saying it to the entire crew, because all of you all collectively bring that own uniqueness, that own individuality that make this show what it is.
And it took PJ and Foster to make it that, because before that I was just a bumbling idiot trying to find my way through this. Then I found my two of my best friends, like now in this world.
Couple more bumbling idiots to go with,
which made it even better. And without you guys, I know you're kidding, man. I much love to you, Zach.
Absolutely, Zach.
I tell you what I do want to say. If I can contribute in any way, and I was thinking along the lines, like if you guys have a topic, something you want to talk about, you can contact me anytime, Shorty. Charles, I need you to research this topic and present that information to us, because that's going to be the topic of the next show.
Okay.
Man, I'm willing and able.
It should be something. Here, this is the best way to do anything, man. Because what do you want to do? It should be something like, if there's something you want, man, go research it.
Go do it.
Pick one of us up. I'll come record it. Whatever.
Okay.
Don't do it what we want. What are you looking at? Like, okay, I could say this. So what's your take on the Bears defense? Or there's something that you really like from the last game, or something that you hated from the last game that's in your mind that you want to focus on. Hit one of us up, and either one of us we can jump in right away and record it, especially me. If just we'll have to talk about it, but it would be pretty easy. If you get your stuff together that you want to talk about, we could present it real easy, man.
We could definitely talk about
because
that.
Then you're putting more pressure on Shorty to do more, and he does so much. He runs. If he wasn't here, we'd be nothing. You know the deal. And then even like not having when Carl's got going through stuff for his things, it's because there's a lot to do. There's a bunch to do.
Well, Carl's the man. Carl's the man on the show. He's been doing such a great job producing it, so I don't have to worry about all the things that are going on. Like even like after the show's over, I have to download the shows. I have to upload them to Audio Stream for all the audio stuff. I have to upload the members only content. Like Carl, he runs the show. He does all that for us. He has access to everything. He's fucking awesome, and I miss him when he's not here. Not because he's not running the show, but because he's not here. And I hope you're doing well tonight, Carl. I expected you to be here tonight, but he showed up in chat for a hot second. But everyone has shit going on in their lives, and I don't expect anything from anyone. If I was sitting here by myself doing it with no one, I would still do it. And it would be a fun show.
Carl couldn't handle being on here with the real Michigan fan.
We got some newbies hopping in the chat. Prophet Bears, Bear Down fam, Bear Down to you, my brother. I don't know your name because it's all fucked up now from YouTube, but is that DJ Prophet? I think it's DJ Prophet. STC, I recognize that name. Thank you for hopping in with us tonight, man. We're in like a love fest right now for everyone in this channel, and I appreciate you guys sticking around through that because we should definitely get back to some Bears. I wanted to ask you guys.
I have a question for Foster. How have you maintained being a Bears fan throughout the decades, what have you? Or have you had moments where you strayed away because of disgust or disappointment? But how do you hold on?
I've never strayed away, ever. I don't know why, especially through the misery of the 70s. I guess, you know what? Because there was some bright spots there. It's like this. I always got to find the bright spot. And that's with a lot of things. People are like, dude, aren't you sick of... Every time I talk to you, you just go blah, 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 and you say something about some crap that happened, and then you go, it could be worse, and they're like sewing your arm back on, and so I am my father, and he's probably his father, because this has been going on probably for the Bears' existence.
Okay.
With my family. So
yeah, when you see me doing this, it's me recognizing chat just so I can say hi because I don't want to interrupt you guys. But yeah, you are fucking right. These Google names suck dick, Cliff.
I just did mine yesterday because they had it. Whatever.
I used to hang out with the Staleys when I worked at the Capitol in Springfield. Yeah, we used to hang out at a local eatery, what have you. Steve,
wait, are you pulling your dad?
Foster taught Alice.
Did you hang out with the Staley the syrup company?
I'm sorry,
the Staleys,
the descendants that are in my age group, my age range. Yeah, I hung out with them on a regular basis. 3-4 days a week, we get together and have a couple libations and talk Bears.
King Buka says, I'm not a fan of no other sports team out of Chicago. And listen, I'm right there with you. When we moved to Denver, okay, we moved to Colorado near Denver, and we made friends, and this was when Peyton Manning was there, and they won the Super Bowl at that time. But we were there before they won the Super Bowl, but right before they got Peyton, and everyone there was like, "You got to become a Broncos fan. You got to become a." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Have you seen my look at my tattoo on my arm? I've shown you guys that a million times." And then by the 150th time that somebody tried to convince me to be a Broncos fan, I go, "Well, you have Peyton Manning, so You're winning. I can do that. I can give you this much. The team, the Broncos are blue and orange and white like the Bears. That's a plus. Their name begins with a B and ends with a C. That's a plus. And they're in the AFC. So I'll never have to worry about you unless I play you in the Super Bowl or during the season. So I mean, I can root for you, but I'm not going to root for you out of my heart. Like, there is nothing in my heart for you, but I will root for you, and it's just like Buka, like even breaking that down to Chicago sports teams, like I'm a fair weather fan of everyone. Like I prefer the Cubs over the White Sox, but if the White Sox were a dynasty and they were like in the playoffs every year, winning the World Series, I would definitely be watching that on TV and rooting for my Chicago team, the Blackhawks, man. When they
won the World Series, weren't you?
Yeah, and I loved that. I enjoyed the hell out of it, and I was really happy for our city. And when the Blackhawks won, like I never watched hockey, but then they won like 3 out of 5 Stanley Cups, and fuck, man, I got so involved in those playoff series that when it was over and they won it, I was just like, even my mother was the second one, she was visiting me and she was staying with me in Colorado for like a month because my wife was out of town working for like 8 months. So my mom stayed with me for like a month or two, and we watched like every one of those Blackhawks playoff games all the way down to the Stanley Cup win. And when it was over, I like ran out into the street and started screaming like a banshee. And then I came back in and we both looked at each other. We're like, now what do we do? Like, well, dude, we had so much fun watching that and it's over. Like, how do we even like get over that? That was a lot of fun. But then it goes right back to, I'm not really a hockey fan, but the fucking Bears are 365 days a year for me. And it has been that way since I was 10. And some years I wish I could have just turned it off. Like, I'll say this much. Moving changed my perspective. Moving out of Chicago, where I'm driving to work listening to the radio, and I'm driving home from work listening to the radio, and I'm looking for all that Bears content after the games, Comcast Sports Network and all that shit. And back then in the 2000s, it was just like it became so annoying listening to the Chicago media just shitting all over them left and right that it became like, I kept saying to myself, I wish I wasn't a Bears fan. I wish at the very least, I wish I didn't live here. And when I moved, it totally changed my perspective as a Bears fan. I became far more optimistic because I wasn't listening to that shit being pumped into my head day in, day out, morning, noon, and night. That like, that they were putting those perspectives into my head. And moving really helped me because it allowed me to build my own perspective, like kind of from the ground up, because right after I moved, they lost the championship game to the Packers and I fucking snapped. I short circuited. I went like 3 years just going, the game's on, but I'm not paying attention. And that's like the first time and the only time it's ever happened to me. And then we started to come back and we got Nagy and then, all the crap happened since then, but I was still there. And now we have Ben Johnson, and I'm just like, and Caleb Williams. And the two combined are just, to me, a recipe for, I saw it earlier in the chat. I don't remember who said it, but like when Caleb retires, I think it might have been Armando. When Caleb, I believe 100%, this is why I've invested over $4,000 in Caleb Williams rookie cards. Because I believe he is going to be the Michael Jordan of the city when he retires. He's going to be on the billboards everywhere in Europe. He's going to be on the billboards everywhere, all over the country. You're going to hear when he wins this one Super Bowl, just one, you're going to be watching a random Bengals Chiefs game, and you're going to hear Bears fans in the stands with their jerseys going, "Let's go Bears, let's go." We're going to take over the nation. And so if Caleb can become, when he becomes the quarterback I know he will become, and he finally finishes his career, I don't want to fast forward that long because I want to sit back. And I've been doing this. I'm like, I keep preaching this. Just enjoy the process, fans. stop bitching and complaining and moaning and whining about every single win or loss. It's a process. Like you said, Minister, it's going to take like every quarterback, no matter who they are, all the great ones did what? They were in the same offense for more than, by the time they hit year 3 in that offense, zone, they were they were dialed in on that offense because so you have one play and there's 25 plays you can run out of one formation, right?
Right.
When you are learning the offense, you only learn the first 3 or 4, maybe 5, if you're lucky enough. And then you build on that repertoire, and all of a sudden you've got all 20 plays of that one formation or more. And they're all memorized. They're in your head. And then you get to the next formation and you build the first 3, 4, 5 plays. Then you have 20, and in 3 years, all 20, 25 plays in that formation. You go to the next formation. It takes 3 years, my man. And it's a process. And we all need to, like, we sat back and watched. Remember everyone talking shit about Jordan when Jordan can't win it. Like, he keeps losing to the fucking Pistons and all that shit. And then he turned that corner and then he became the GOAT. And to me, I know it. I don't even believe it. It's like I went into the future, came back, and I'm telling you guys, I've seen it. By year 3 in this offense, he is going to be in that zeroed in zone where by year 4 and 5, dude, we're going to be kicking teams' asses 50 something to 20 something.
And you know what? What I've been waiting to happen for Caleb, and I'm seeing it come into fruition now. I was waiting for him to understand that his development, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I think he's understanding within himself now. It's a process. If we win 6 games, if we win 10 games, that's not the issue. It's a process to get me to that point to where we can win consistently, that people can count on us consistently, that John Q fan can say, I'm proud to be a fan.
I'm confirmed biggest Josh Blackwell meat writer.
Carl is in the house. What's up, my man? You want to hop in with us? No? You don't want to share?
I do. I just wanted to find the right scene that fit well.
Michigan fan?
Minister Charles Johnson, man, how's it going, buddy?
Man, high
It's an
stakes.
honor to meet you, man.
Likewise. High stakes and bad breaks, but I'm making it.
Good. Very, very good. That's good news.
Go Blue.
Go Blue indeed. Yeah, they got a game at Wrigley Field this Saturday, right?
Yes, sir.
That's going to be a fun watch.
Taking down old Northwestern.
Buka says, I'm telling y'all now, if the Bears win the Super Bowl, everybody getting pregnant.
Not
Probably
me.
one of the most true things. Not you.
Not me.
I might get pregnant. I know this much. I'll be painting my fingernails.
Man, not me.
My disgusting chewed fingernails are going to look terrible with pink nail polish on them. And I might
I have
get
a
pregnant.
question. Was
Shoot.
I the only one that was totally excited when they drafted the nun guy?
Nope.
No. There's a lot of hype behind him.
I was excited when they drafted him. And I said he's going to be instrumental, a key component to our future success. Even if he only carries the ball 8 to 10 times a game, they're going to be high level, good quality 8 to 10 carries.
Let me ask you guys a question real quick. Why can't the floor for Kyle Monangai be Jordan Howard?
Because he's faster.
No, why can't the floor? I mean,
it is
Jordan Howard's a good back. He's probably a top 15 back in Bears history. It was a short-lived stint, but he's a good player.
Did you watch the have you watched our like 8-hour marathon drafts that we've done, Minister?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so we did the last 3 years, all 3 days marathons, man, like 8 hours.
Of the draft?
Yeah, of the draft, yeah.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah. And when they drafted Kyle Monangai, I said, I love how this guy gets to the secondary in a second. I don't care that he cannot get past the secondary because he's not fast enough. He's quick enough to get to the secondary. And by golly, he's proven it right now. He gets to that secondary, he's I don't care. He got 15 yards. Who gives a shit he didn't get 90? He got 15 yards, 15 yards, 8 yards, 6 yards, 12 yards, 15 yards. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I really like what
Jordan, I think if you name your top 5 to 7 Bears running backs of all time, I think in 10 years, Manungai's name will be in the conversation.
And like Jordan Howard currently is. I agree with you. Jordan Howard currently is, by the way.
Not top 5 to 7.
Top 10. I gotta go pee. You guys talk.
I still think it's debatable.
If you name your top 5 to 7 right now, Carl, I'll pick out 3 that Manungai is better than.
Well, it's a hard conversation when you're starting with Walter Payton and Gale Sayers, right? So we're already down 2. You got 3 more to go.
That's what took me to 5 to 7 because of Payton and Sayers.
3. I'll even just go off of my Bears fandom as someone who started watching the Bears, let's call it seriously, while I was a whippersnapper in 2005, okay? So we've got Matt Forte. I really like Thomas Jones. I don't know about you. I think Thomas Jones is spectacular. Outside of that, I was a little bit too young for Anthony Thomas, right? That cat from Michigan. He's pretty good to my understanding. I see a Neil Anderson in the chat. Cedric Benson, he was very talented, but Cedric Benson didn't actually prosper enough for the Bears, right? They tried to make it work and justify the draft pick by shipping out Thomas Jones, dare I say, prematurely to New York. But Cedric Benson, the best thing that Cedric Benson did in his career was a game as a Bengal against the Bears. So Cedric Benson, I wouldn't say is better or in this conversation, right? Matt Suey, that's funny. Willie the Wisp, right? Yeah. So there's no Willie Gault's the wide receiver. So who are you talking about, Willie the Wisp? I don't know who that is. Prophet Bears, a little bit before my time.
I tell you what.
Okay.
8 years from now, it'll be justified when we're saying Manungai is still playing for the Bears. 8, 9 years from now, he'll still be a Bear.
Now, that would be fantastic given the way that running backs operate in the NFL today, right?
Right.
Like, who's to say that Breece Hall is a bad running back? He's not. The likelihood of him being back on the Jets, that might be slim if he says, I don't want to sign here because I want to win while my NFL career is a little bit short. So the one thing I wanted to say, though, was that, and I think Mr. good old Cliff Victoria said it earlier, he says, Manungai needs more carries, at least 10 each week. So not to toot my own horn here, I get to talk to Adam Mason once a week. Very thankful for that. Adam Mason, it was either himself or someone from his chat really put it on thick. They said, Kyle Manungai needs more touches to get going. And I witnessed that in Cincinnati against the Bengals. As he got more and more carries and the game weathered on, there were no negative yards. It was all positive, and it all looked like he was like one broken tackle at the end away from going the distance.
That like 12-yard gain with like 8, 9 guys on him was just spectacular.
Sure. I can't even necessarily remember it, but it sounds as plausible as anything from this player already. I mean, I think, and it's no disrespect to DeAndre Swift, who I have been critical of on the past, he really has proven me wrong. I think Kyle Manungai needs to be the 1A to Swift's 1B, right? I think Kyle Manungai should be featured on first and second down primarily, set the tone, get yourself ahead of the sticks, because if you put Ben Johnson in 2nd and 5 every time, a guy who likes to go for 4th down almost as much as his old predecessor there, Dan Campbell, you're going to have a hard time stocking this offense. So I would like to see Manungai be the lead back, quote-unquote, give DeAndre Swift 80% of the touches that Manungai gets, but in a more scat back role. The money's irrelevant at this point, right? You're paying 2 guys the lump sum. Manungai making his 7th round salary is irrelevant. It almost cancels out what you have, all the money going to Swift. use Swift in the role that I think that everyone in Detroit wanted him to be, the change of pace, receiving back, and I think that this offense can get even better. I like this comment from John S. too.
I want to go back to the question that we were kind of talking about before I had to leave to take a White Claw piss while I sat down. Just for you, Carl. Name your top 10 Bears running backs of all time.
So I was starting to sputter there real bad. Okay, so it's obviously Walter and Gale Sayers. I personally think, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, why isn't Matt Forte the third best back in Bears history? I think he is.
He should be.
Then we
in my heart.
Then we go into my very brief. Okay, that's a really good one from Foster. I mean, Bronco Nagurski, whatever you want to say, that guy, very, very good. Red Grange, yeah, the Galloping Ghost, is that his nickname? Guy's probably really good. Again, going off my viewing pleasure as a youngin here, Thomas Jones, fantastic. A little bit too young for Anthony Thomas. I know he was very, very good. Then you start to get a little bit long on the tooth. Maybe Jordan Howard is a little bit better than I give him credit for. I think Tariq Cohen was a little bit too short-lived. I don't think you can put him anywhere on this list, but he was definitely a fantastic player in his time. Boy, the name that keeps coming into my head is Jeremy Langford. That guy was supposed to be good, but he wasn't.
You got to include Neil Anderson in there.
Yeah, you definitely do. That was my first jersey. It was a legit jersey, Neil Anderson jersey. I loved that as a kid. I spent a lot of money on it for my job at Sammy's, and some fuck stole that from me at a party I had.
I can't comprehend that. Someone stole a jersey. Like, did you take it off?
No, it was like in my.
Oh, it was hosted. You hosted.
It's a long story, but my parents got divorced, and when they were getting divorced, I lived in the house by myself when I was like 17, and I had a huge party. I had all the entire high school there, and somebody stole my jersey among other things. And I loved that jersey. I wish I still had. I'd be wearing it right now. But I think he's in the top. I think Neil Anderson's in the top 5. But I think Jordan Love is in the, or not Jordan Love. Fuck that guy. What the fuck did I just say? Jordan Howard. I think he's in the top. Listen, he came out of the gate breaking the records for Bears running backs in his first 3 years for yards. Like even Walter didn't do that. And then wait, hold on a second. I got to prep it because I know that when Matt Nagy,
I'm not even going to get into that. I have zero thought.
Fucking decided he wanted to get rid of the pounder. He wanted to get rid of the thunder because he wanted to pass the ball more. He wanted a screen game from his running backs. It really pissed me off because Jordan Howard just kind of went away from there, and I think he deserved better than that for what he gave the team. He gave the city. He was really our only hope in the Fox era. Was Jordan Howard?
Well, I'll be blunt. I don't think there was any hope in the Fox era. Period.
He was the only hope if there was any. Though.
If there was, sure, I'll give that to you.
Yeah.
But the thing is like Jordan Howard's the first close to home example that we have of the way that NFL running backs are treated in this day and age, right? Mm-hmm. He got shipped out for nothing. I think he contributed a tiny bit to Philadelphia, but at the end of the day, he was just sent to the scrap heap, and he probably said enough is enough. But if he would have gotten re-signed by the Bears or just simply got another season or two, he probably would have really cemented himself in that category. But I don't know. It just feels like he didn't do quite enough.
Yeah, and I did too. He didn't have the speed, or I should say the quickness that Kyle Monunga has, right, Minister? Like, like you kind of compared him to Monunga to Jordan Howard, and I think it's with good reason. But he has that quickness to get to the secondary faster than I think Jordan Howard did.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Carl.
No, go for it.
When I think of Monunga, I see visions of a smaller, faster Earl Campbell.
That's a monster comparison. Earl Campbell's lights out.
when I look at this guy's college tape, the way he hits the hole, he drags the defenders, he pounds, he's relentless, he never goes backwards. Am I describing Manungai or Earl Campbell? Thing is, he's just faster and he's smaller. So,
Yeah.
of course, he's not going to drag 5 guys, but he'll drag 3, 2 or 3 yards.
I mean, guy, he dragged like 8 guys for that 12-yard gain a couple weeks
Well,
ago.
I'm speaking consistently, like 3 out of 4 carries.
I think he's also that type of back that you need to give him more carries. Like Jordan Howard, the more carries you gave him, like he got into that zone, right? And he found it, and then he was pounding the ball down their throats. We saw that with Manungai in the game that he had to play the whole game. He just started like building upon stacking his plays and getting better and better as the game went on. And I think that there's something to be said for, mixing and matching running backs, because it takes a good running back. It takes him that consistency within the offense and the plays to keep building upon plays to start getting better in the game. And then
you gotta get them lathered up. Up.
Smitty has a great comment here. He says, I think we might be overreacting. The game plan is week to week with a mosaic of the season. The more that's on tape, the more you force teams to prepare for. And that is fucking perfect. Excellent. Well said, Smitty, that you are spot on that. And I think we're seeing that from Ben, right?
Yeah, I mean, I still think that if you have a recipe for success, you should stick to it. I really like the idea of having Manungai start off the drives, keep yourself ahead of the sticks, and go from there. Not to say that, if a team puts 9 players in the box, should you still run Kyle Manungai into the teeth of that defense? Probably not. But the thing with yeah, exactly. Honestly, that's what Peyton Manning's offenses were, right? Peyton Manning probably never went to the line of a scrimmage with a pass play called unless he was losing with 2 minutes left. He said, this is a running play. Are we going to check to something else? And that's why he was always doing his little silly Omaha stuff at the line of scrimmage. Now, what I want to say regarding Kyle Manungai is his standout quality, if he has one, is his tenacity for not wanting to go down. And he almost has to have that mentality of, like, I'm looking for the contact. How long are we going to see that transpire in the NFL? If it transpires the duration of his rookie contract, I would feel lucky. Then are you really going to extend that player at that point? Or are you going to rinse and repeat, trade him away to Cincinnati for another 7th-round pick and draft the next Kyle Manungai? That might be the situation that we're looking at. Yeah, Cliff Victoria. Doug Martin's a tragedy. Sorry.
No, the one thing, that's why I don't object to the way Ben's using Swift and Manungai. If you keep Manungai around that 9 to 11 carry a game, he can sustain this type of activity. You start giving him 20 carries a game, that's not his game. That's not what's going to benefit him, But the guy give him a breath of fresh air between every 2 plays, what have you, and allow Swift to be that, oh crap, he's in the game, 3rd down out of the backfield running back, pass catching back. That's how you scare teams. You're beating them up with Manungai, then you're having Swift leave his footprints in their chest and on their backs as he's running by them.
Really hard to disagree with that.
Oh, DJ Prophet says Pacheco was at Rutgers before him.
Right, yeah. It's the very easy comparison. A player who doesn't like to get tackled, looks for contact. Literally, that was the Pacheco replacement, to my understanding. So, same school, all the above.
Stevie BB says, just wait until Loveland gets rolling. He could be the best tight end ever. Like, when he puts on, I don't know, 10, 15 more pounds, he could become the what's his name? To Patrick Mahomes, his tight end.
Kelsey.
He could become the next Kelsey.
Now, why is Loveland not getting the targets? And I wanted to transition us into the OZ Luther Burden discussion, but maybe we could start with Loveland. I mean, when you look at the targets, and I can try and pull that up for you guys in a second, I'm pretty sure if Roma Dunze is getting 80 targets, Loveland barely has 30. And I don't care about the injury.
Greg Gabriel pointed out, like, is he just not? Is he not playing enough to get those targets because he just hasn't learned it enough? And maybe he's a little bit behind as far as, he missed some training camp with or some OTAs and all that stuff. The process of building the offense with an injury and all that stuff. So
the sad thing is that
plus, all tight ends take more than 1 year to develop.
Tight end is a very hard position to learn. Just look at Cole Kmet, right? He started off slower, got better. The thing is that Loveland's a top 10 pick, and I know for a fact the kid's smart, right? Mr. Charles Johnson knows that for a fact that the kid's smart, coming from Jim Harbaugh's national championship winning offense. As far as the weight, like, why does that matter? The guy is being split out as a slot receiver. I mean, obviously you want him to be stronger. You want him to have that George Kittle ability to break tackles, all those things. I just want him to get the targets. I mean, pecking order, the only player I'm okay with getting more targets than Loveland right now is DJ Moore. I mean, Roma Dunze needs to be put in the doghouse ever so slightly. I've jokingly asked Adam if, Roma Dunze has made a contested catch this year. He obviously has. But it's not at the frequency that he did at Washington, let me tell you.
I think that Loveland is being nurtured and eased into the complexities of the offense. I think that Ben Johnson looks at Loveland and knows that he has a prize pony there, and he wants to groom him the right way. Make sure that once he's there, he's there. I think don't want to risk dealing with a sophomore slump and all of those things. But I think Loveland, he's going to be okay. And he's going to see, we have three components on offense. And I'm not even including Odunze. Caleb Williams, Kyle Monungai, Colston Loveland. Talk to me in 5 years.
I will. I promise you that.
In 5 years, those three will be the nucleus of an amazingly dynamic, high-powered offense. And like I say, Loveland's being taken. They're giving it to him slowly. He's gonna be dynamic. He's gonna be like that quarterback when you were talking about. You give him one play, and 4 plays branch off. From it as they grow and develop. Williams, Loveland, and Monungai, that's what's going to happen here.
Yeah. Foster's saying if DJ is out, Loveland gets a few extra tosses. Don't know if you guys saw this or went over the injury report. Not that the injury report matters when I tell you this. Reporters asked DJ Moore directly, DJ Moore, are you going to play against the Vikings? He said, duh. So you're going to see DJ Moore in Minnesota. What was a comment I saw from Cliff Victoria? The comment about Ben not playing the rookie soon enough. I don't take any offense to that. That's fine. Cliff did say something along the lines of Swift would be great in the Kareem Hunt role. I don't think he likes to run up the middle. Well, Kareem Hunt's their goal line back. So, if anything, maybe Kansas City is as good as they are because they have 3 different kind of forks to their running attack, right? They've got Pacheco for between the 20s. Between the 20s. You've got Kareem Hunt as your goal line back, and then you've got Brashad Smith as the receiving back. This is a play calling groove issue. Ben has so many options that's going to take until mid-December before he has a true handle on how he wants to call the games. Well, to transition, and I don't know if you guys are ready to talk playoffs. That's why I'm calling for Loveland's number, and I'm calling for Luther Burden's number more because I want these guys to ramp up for the playoffs. I want them to be targeted in the playoffs if they make it there, and I've got a graphic if you guys are willing to talk about it.
Sure, let's do
it. What do you guys think? Is it too early to talk playoffs, though?
Fuck no.
I don't think so. And while you're doing that, I just want to say that I think Ben Johnson is taking things slowly, but his main objective is to win at the end. People keep saying they don't give a none guy the ball enough. Loveland doesn't get enough to. It's all part of the plan. When I say they're ready, then they'll be ready. Right now, we're still working on it. And it
Mhm.
takes a heck of a head coach to be able to openly admit we're not there yet.
He's very close to figuring out what all of his weapons are and what plays work for everyone. And we're going to start to see that as the season comes closer to an end. I think that they're going to be hitting on more cylinders, not all, but a hell of a lot more cylinders than they are right now. And even the fact that we're sitting here talking about a 6-3 team and two, comeback drives from Caleb for this season total. There was like 6 last year. He finally won the last game against the Packers, and then that kind of like boosted him into this season where he hasn't lost one of those. And the games that we've lost, they've been, there was no comeback from that in that game. It was just we were getting our asses handed to us. So, what's the out of those 3 games that we lost? What was the point differential? I guess is the answer. I think it's one.
You don't want to bring that up because you
No, the
lost
Lions.
60-0 in Detroit, right? So that's
Well, not 60-0, but
metaphorically it was. So
Metaphorically,
you don't want to bring that up, in my opinion. You could, but what's the other loss? You had a very close loss at home on Monday night to open the season against Minnesota,
it was
right?
that one. That was the other loss. Yeah.
5 points. And then
Yeah,
what
the
was
regular-
Baltimore? Baltimore wasn't a blowout, but it was like a 2-score loss.
Yeah.
So, and when you're winning games, you're not blowing the doors off of anyone either, except for maybe the Cowboys. So, we're still a young team, maybe not young in age, but young in experience here. So that's
Galen
why
said-
I'm. Go ahead.
Dalen says playoffs. You kidding me? I want to hear you talk about it when you're pulling up this spreadsheet.
Well, it's just a little graphic, and I kind of feel bad I didn't put the Bears on here for reference, but kind of out of these 5 teams, well, here's my philosophy. And I'm not willing to talk about the Bears winning the division, even if they're tied for it. I just don't think that it's going to materialize the way we want it to. But my opinion of the matter is that it's going to be a guarantee that 2 teams that are not the Bears from the NFC North are going to make the playoffs. I think you're going to have a non-Bears division winner, and I think you're going to have the loser of the Lions and the Packers get a wild card seed. Now, on the graphic, you can see there's 3 NFC West teams, the 49ers, Rams, and Seahawks. Thankfully, one of those teams aren't going to be giving a wild card because they're going to win the division. So, I still think it's very probable, that if the Seahawks win the division or vice versa, the Rams would get a wild card as well. So you're genuinely looking at these Vikings, 49ers, and Panthers potentially as a team that you have to think about as the last wild card spot. Now, the Panthers, if you just take a quick look, I mean, they're at Atlanta, could be a win. But then you've got at 49ers, home against the Rams. Thankfully, they have a bye week in their case. You're at the Saints, so maybe that's your second win. But then you're sandwiching the Buccaneers home and away to end your season with the Seahawks. I think the Panthers, who currently have 5 wins, they'll be lucky to get 2 more the rest of the way. So the Panthers are not going to the playoffs. I just wanted it to be kind of a reference point here. The Vikings, another team I would be hard-pressed to see they make the playoffs, right? But it's just nice to be able to have them as a reference. Bears, at Packers, at Seahawks, home against the Redskins, at Cowboys, then at Giants, home to finish the season against the Lions and the Packers. Another team, the Vikings, let's be very generous. They've got 3 wins remaining on their schedule at most. And they're a 4-win team right now, I believe. Maybe a 5-win team. So they're not going to get more than 8 wins. So I don't think the Vikings are going to the playoffs either, gentlemen. So at this point, you genuinely, the only thing you can control is what you can control. So the Bears, aside from the Vikings, their divisional matchup, the only team in this race here are the 49ers. If the Bears win Week 17 at San Francisco, you're probably going to the playoffs, gentlemen. So
I promise you, man. I'm already thinking playoffs. Somebody said playoffs. We're talking playoffs. Yes, we are, because we are tied with the division, but we lose the matchup that we lost to the Lions right now. But
and that thrusts us into the 6th seed. So very ironically, if the season was to end, well, you still have to play the games. But in theory, it could be a situation like you had last year with Minnesota. because Week 18 for the Bears is home against Detroit, and then whatever the heck happens. But you could face those same Detroit Lions the very next week in the wild card round, which would be wild.
So how about this? The Bears are going to beat the Vikings, the 49ers, the Lions, and they're sweeping Green Bay.
Oh, you're
Sweeping, I hate to be, I don't want to say bearer of bad news. I
And-
mean,
and I'm
sweeping
not-
Green Bay seems not far-fetched, but I don't think it's likely. I would love for it to happen.
Hey, Carl, I'm not going back and forth with you about it. The Vikings, 49ers, the Lions sweeping Green Bay.
Shit,
The
fuck Green
minister
Bay.
has spoken.
Austin Booker has spoken too, man. I dig it. Now, my original prediction was that Caleb Williams would never lose at Lambeau, but it's just that team right now, they look terrible, but it's because their offense is in such a bad funk. So, is there a chance you beat Green Bay and send Jordan Love to the bench, and then they come back with a new quarterback to Soldier Field? That wouldn't surprise me at all. This Jordan Love's terrible.
You
Roby, fuck Green Bay.
Absolutely.
Something I love that Ben Johnson said, and the players have absolutely 100% bought into it. If we're close, if the game is close, we're going to win. We ain't losing.
And why is that? I asked you jokingly, why? I know the answer.
Because of the character that's been instilled, because of the buy-in, the belief. See, when you truly believe something, it's hard for someone to prove you wrong. When you truly believe it within your heart, and you have the ability to have impact on the outcome. These guys believe that they can win all the rest of their games.
I think it's
They
because of that guy.
believe they can win the entire rest of the season. So I give them 68% of that.
I think if you've got a one-score game in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes to go, I mean, the guy on the screen here, I wouldn't rather have. This is the only player I want in the NFL at that quarterback position. I mean, Caleb Williams, take the 60% completion percentage, shove it where the sun does not shine. I mean, all this guy does is win close games.
And you see how dynamic he is for a second-year quarterback with no drama surrounding him as well.
It's because of this card, Minister. That's what it is.
Is that it, Shorty?
It's number 1 of 5. Gold-plated, signed, hermetically sealed, tops now. $2,000 card right now. When I bought it, it'll be worth $1 million by the time he retires.
Well, he just paid for my college.
Yeah.
But no, so it's gonna be hard when you look at the NFL, the way things go. I see the Packers falling off.
Fuck the Packers.
The Packers are falling off. Ben Johnson is not gonna let Dan Campbell stick his foot back in his fourth quarter point of contact. He's not gonna do it. It ain't happening. He's not gonna let J.J. McCarthy walk around and say, I'm buying the North from Aaron Rodgers. We just got off the phone with our agents yesterday. He's not gonna allow it to happen.
Is Minister Charles Johnson? Sorry, I just want to say, is Minister Charles Johnson suggesting that the fate of the Packers relies on another epidural shot from Mr. Micah Parsons?
Man, Micah's done. Micah's head is not in the game the rest of this season.
Now, the thing that scared me the most about the Parsons trade was that one old player from Michigan, Mr. Charles Johnson. He gave Rashawn Gary some one-on-ones. You think he'd be able to take advantage, but he's not doing nothing either. So
right.
I'm fine now.
And I think
I'm with you, Carl, on Love, because I just think he's so inconsistent. I can't believe nobody picked off 3 of those passes last week. They were floaters.
I know. I have said some very, very incriminating things to Packers fans on TikTok who are suggesting, "Oh, let's get rid of Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur is the problem. He's coaching scared. You're coaching scared because you can't trust a terrible quarterback."
Yep.
Duh.
I just want to know, does anyone want to watch? I recorded this for the show. I tried to actually make this part of the opener, but the opener said when I tried to upload it to StreamYard, it was like, "Oh, this video is too long." But would anyone like to watch 7 minutes of Caleb Williams unmiked right now, or mic'd up right now?
Would I love to? Yes. Would YouTube allow you to?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, well then the decision has been made.
Who wants to watch 7 minutes of Caleb Williams mic'd up right now so we can just come back and chew on his nutsack?
Did you guys see those neon orange fingernails from Caleb? The second I saw those neon orange thumbs or fingernails, I said, "Yep, he's mic'd up. He's gonna have a fucking awesome game."
And by the way, after that long run where before the final touchdown, where he like had that long run down the sideline and got tackled at the 1 yard line. And
it was like a hurry up, and he was fucking exhausted.
He was exhausted and threw a touchdown to Rome. Like, I hope you guys enjoy this.
And that's when the stat heads, the box score watchers will come out and say, "Oh, we can only throw a touchdown that's 1 yard long." Well, fuck, because he's exhausted. You lose total context on that.
Yeah, I'll tell you that mic'd up part where the 2 runs. The one where he didn't make it because they showed it kind of back to back when I saw it. They were like, "Oh, and he runs here," and then the next time he gets a touchdown. When I heard him huffing and puffing, man, it brought me back to literally playing, running around the fucking end in a game. Just the sound of his breathing. And I remember feeling. I knew exactly how he was feeling, man, because I
totally
sounding just like that, and I could feel it.
And then when he throws a touchdown, he can't even celebrate. He's just like,
yeah.
Let's watch it. You guys want to watch it?
I couldn't throw the fucking
Let's
ball.
do it.
Running around the end, man. He brought me.
I think the play calling matches his energy level.
I agree. Let me go to the video wherever it's at so I can play it.
Yeah, you'd really hope that the best game that Ben Johnson calls with Caleb Williams is the next one. Because he continues to learn Caleb Williams, and they learn each other more and more and more. Then hopefully they'll get to the point where we saw on the quarterback series with Jared Goff. Before the play comes in, before anything, he's like, "Fuck, I need Wasp. Ben Johnson gives him Wasp. It was that double move at the tight end. Once these two are on the same page and they're close,
it's going to be fucking astounding.
Yeah,
let's all take a moment to refill our drinks, maybe jerk off if you need to. And
I already did that.
And enjoy this.
How do I?
What you want to talk about it?
The audio is a little bit squirrely. Do you want to just screen share it from YouTube or no?
25, definitely a raw November Sunday.
It's a too low.
Yeah, can you modify it right from here? No, I can only modify the name. Well, let the chat tell us. Can you guys hear the audio well?
Is it too low?
Let's go, baby.
I can play it directly from the website if it's too low.
I could do that too.
It sounds good enough if nobody's talking on my end. I'm just saying.
You know what it is. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go! There is always something special about a Bears-Giants game. 35 degrees wind northwest at 25. Definitely a raw November Sunday.
Let's go out here. Let's be one the whole day. Let's play ball for 60 minutes. Let's communicate. Let's go win this game.
That sounds like the same level. Can you turn it up?
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Have fun. Let's kick ass. Be explosive today. Let's go! Here we go! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's Let's go. You know what it is.
Your connection sucks, though.
Today is a good day. Today is a good day to be great. Today is a good day to be great.
Come on, Paz. Warm up a little bit, Paz. You gotta warm up the jersey. That's the biggest part of the day. Once you warm up and stretch out the thread. Oh.
That's really choppy, Carl.
I'm gonna go be special.
And we're ready with Caleb. And go ahead, Caleb.
And your quarterback, number 18, Caleb Williams.
That's too choppy. We're gonna pick it up from here. It might be too low, but who cares?
I was playing it in 4K resolution. I could change it to 720p. It's just I don't even think we can hear yours right now.
Puts his head down, avoids the big hit. Snap, toss fake to Manungai, rolling right on the pass is caught. Adunze ripped down inside the 25-yard line of the New York Giants.
It's still choppy, bro.
Into the end zone.
Yeah! Let's go!
Mighty Manungai puts the Bears in front, 6-0.
Yeah! Yeah! Let's go! Let's go!
That looks like shit, dude. It's way too choppy.
Hey, great job, man. Hey. Here we go. Let's go get another one right here, guys. Service up.
Snap, Williams, play fake to throw, has time, bouncing.
I'm just gonna say it might make it so you don't get busted.
They took the YouTube stream down. They took the YouTube stream down, I think. They took it down. I think they took us down, boys. I might be wrong. How do I get to the channel on my phone here? Oh, we're back. We're back. I thought we went down. Dan, there's no sound.
There's really no sound coming out of this?
Let's go make a play. Let's go make a play.
49-yard line. Snap back.
There is now. There wasn't until you popped on the screen.
You're finding a way to have it go through your microphone.
Just let it
like
go.
mute yourself right now.
Good
mute yourself.
He goes left.
Yeah.
See, as soon as he mutes himself, there's no audio.
So just don't mute yourself. And that's weird.
Caleb Williams was thinking.
It was coming in perfect though, dude. So get off and I'll.
David putting on a master class of escapability right now.
You got to make sure your mic's not muted.
Throwing short down Bears.
All right, you got to stay on the screen with
You
it.
have
That's
to be
all.
on the screen.
Stay on the screen.
Little shoulder shrug. Nobody in his vicinity. Adunze with his 6th touchdown catch.
You know, as nice as that touchdown throw was, just the effort that Caleb gave leading up to the point where they had an opportunity to get a touchdown throw, it inspired the rest of his teammates.
He's about to go win this game for us.
Are you having any fun?
You're dealing right now, bro. I freaking love it. Go get a dirty one, rally the boys. Let's go, man.
Hey, they're about to make a stop for you right now. You're gonna go win us this game.
Absolutely. Let's go. Go. Let's go. I need y'all. Let's go finish this. Let's go.
Appreciate you.
Let's go.
Right, man.
With 1:54 to go in the game.
Go, son.
Williams rolling to his left, running now. 15, 10, 5. End zone. Caleb Williams, 17 yards, took care of business himself.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
I like how the first player to like really aggressively congratulate him is Brisker on the sideline.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what it is. You know what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Go. Let's go. You know what it is. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yeah. 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 You know what it is. You know. ICEMAN. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, a 101 victory. Ready?
Victory formation. The Bears are going to put this one away.
Let's go! Yeah! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Yeah!
I could not possibly love that anymore. I could not possibly love that anymore. Like, what? I've seen it in chat, you know, like talking about this. Like, I'm going to be honest. I started this channel because of Justin Fields. I thought he was going to be our savior. But after watching him a couple years, and PJ, I'm glad you're not here, that we've had many debates about this on this channel with many different fans, people being total dickheads that like truly made me not want to be a Bears fan anymore. Or not a Bears fan, but they truly made me not want to do this show anymore on this channel. Just shut it down because I was getting so depressed by the fan base, the Justin Sexuals bullshit and all that crap. Like, I stood behind him until I couldn't anymore. And this channel, it was born because of my belief in him. And as soon as we had that #1 pick with Caleb Williams, what was the next thing I said on the show? What we have to do is trade Justin Fields and draft Caleb Williams. And there was a lot of pushback, and we've been getting a lot of pushback throughout the season. All of last season, just getting shit on. Everyone was in favor of Jaden Daniels and blah, blah, blah. And here we sit, exactly what I thought Jaden Daniels would be, which is off injured because he has a thin frame and all that jazz. And it turns out it's his elbow right now, not his knee. But
what do you mean turns out? I hope you saw that injury. I mean,
I didn't see it. I don't even want to watch it.
The poor kid genuinely was hurt. But guess what happened? Guess what happened before that? Guess what happened before that? The quarterback whose primary skill set is running hurt his hamstring.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about a quarterback who has not even completed year 2, and he has damaged goods.
And he got all the hype last year, and this is a good thing because historically when you look at all the quarterbacks that had a fucking great first year, that had all the record, they broke records. CJ Stroud, you can name them. They have digressed from that first year in the league. The great ones have ascended, and the only ones I can think of that come to mind that were rookie quarterbacks that had great first seasons: Andrew Luck, Lamar Jackson, and they actually ascended throughout their careers until Luck retired prematurely. But the great ones don't just come out of the gates 14-2 with 5,000 yards passing and 30 plus touchdowns and 10 less interceptions and then ascend. They always get figured out. And Caleb, as much as I wanted him to be, I would have won $7,000 last year if he was Rookie of the Year. I put $100 down. I would have won $7,000 fucking dollars with a $100 bet, and I never bet. I never bet. I don't.
But you did.
But I did that one time, and I would have won that money had he become Rookie of the Year. But I'm glad that he wasn't, because that would mean he would fall into that category of quarterbacks that don't ascend from that point. And here we sit with this fucking quarterback.
I take some offense to what Zach Sullivan is saying here. He says Fields needs to be benched in New York. Duh. But he's just awful. I knew that as a Michigan fan. So pissed we didn't draft Stroud and move off of him. Here's the thing. I mean, say what you want about Ryan Poles, but the only thing that matters at the end of the day is probably the quarterback. And he seemingly has gotten the quarterback right. I think it would have been very easy to stick and pick Stroud and continue from there. I think that would have been a very easy decision. But you turned that first overall pick that you earned with a little bit of luck into Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, Tyreek Stevenson, Torrey Taylor, and a guy named Luther Burden as well. So I don't know, man. I think
when they trade DJ.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter, I don't think C.J. Stroud's lighting the world on fire anymore. Houston should feel very lucky that Nico Collins awoke from his Michigan slumber and became as good of a wide receiver he is. And man, their defense, they've got bookends for as long as you want. I mean,
and Zach, like you guys hear me. You have heard all of the T formation crap coming out of my mouth over the last few years. The T formation talk for me came from Justin Fields being our quarterback when I realized he had just too long of a release and he wasn't seeing the field. And when he did finally see it, he couldn't get the ball out in time because his release was too long. And the guy was cut. He wasn't open anymore. And so I've always said and dreamt up an offense where you put Tyson Bagent and Justin Fields in the same game. And then lo and behold, now we have Ben Johnson and we see Tyson Bagent and Caleb Williams in the same play together.
But it's nowhere near what you're talking about.
Not nowhere near, but it did happen. Tyson Bagent was in the play, and it was sneaky. They snuck him out to the outside, in like a trips formation where like everyone's like, wait, is that Tyson Bagent? And then he throws a beautiful pass to Caleb Williams for a first down in that game. It's just, this is what it takes to become great, is a great offensive mind who utilizes.
Don't do that though. Don't piggyback off of your Justin Fields depression and realizing that he was born to play running back. Say that the T formation spawned that. I mean, I will tell you this: I watched the Detroit Lions run the T formation to a T against the Baltimore Ravens
several times.
But what happened to that guy? He got canned. I think he's still on the roster, on the staff. But those duties have been taken away from the guy. So he tried to innovate and he failed.
But the Lions and you proved, at least to me, I don't need it to any. I don't need it. I'm not trying to be a know-it-all and say I was right. But it proved to me there is a fucking place in this NFL for a modern day. I say modern day by utilizing it correctly. T formation. What do you think about that, Minister?
But Shorty was right.
I would love it. I would love to see it, but I think the evolution of the game doesn't allow for it. I think it would be very effective, but the evolution of the game, the powers that be with each team, try to get a job as a head coach and even mention running the T formation.
Well said.
Yeah.
That'll be your last interview.
Yeah. You could thank Brian Urlacher for that probably, right? Like these guys, these linebackers, even the Joe Schmoes, they are just too strong and too fast. It would never work.
You know what? I think the team would work.
It ran out of steam how long ago?
I think it could work, but people are quick to transition to the alternative. To run a T formation, you have to practice it, you have to pound it, you have to wash, rinse, repeat until you work out all the kinks and wrinkles.
And you need to build it. You need to construct a roster that can support it.
Yeah.
And if it was to fail, you've got a huge problem. You're talking multiple 0-17 seasons.
You got to have perfect continuity. Every person has to be right.
Oh boy, we have poked the bear, everyone.
What you're saying is there's a chance.
Hey.
I guess I won't be joining the show tonight with all this negative.
Hey, I didn't say a word, PJ. I did not say a word. I did not contribute to that foolery.
Well, as a Michigan fan, maybe you did, right? We watched that quarterback operate an offense that was surrounded with first-round picks in college. Oh, I beat Rutgers. And you got a full NFL team?
Hey, Carl.
Big deal.
You know what's funny? Before moving back to Chicago 3 years ago, I lived 6 minutes from Ohio State.
Hey, I didn't want to be, but I was around that stadium as well. I did not see myself to it, but I don't know. You could sense that the people in that area did like their team. They did.
Oh, yeah, I lived right off of 11th Avenue.
Unbelievable.
6 minutes from the stadium, man. Oh, my God. And I loved it, and they hated me.
I'm sure they did. I made the conscious choice with me being there in terms that I don't want to discuss. I didn't bring any Michigan gear. I didn't want to get in any scuffles, but it would have been fun. Probably would have been very easy as well.
Man, I wore my Michigan gear.
As you should.
Proudly.
As you should.
Proudly.
Oh, I mean, the physical tools that this is the last time I'm talking about Justin Fields. The physical tools that the kid possesses could be compared to Lamar Jackson, could be harnessed into something. For Justin Fields, it was always what is between the ears. That was always the problem, and he just hasn't ascended. It's a shame. It is a shame.
You know, I think Justin has all the talent that any quarterback in the NFL has.
I emphatically agree.
I think he has an inability to adapt and overcome. Sometimes
it's the processing.
Sometimes you have to say, this ain't working.
Yeah.
This ain't working. I got to go back to the drawing board and do it all over again. I have to reconstruct the building before it's suitable for living.
Yeah. And we watched Aaron Rodgers with his insanely quick release. Now we have Caleb Williams with his comparably fast release. Justin Fields, he can throw the football long if he needs to, but that ball's not coming out soon. I mean, again, I don't want to talk about the kid anymore, and I don't even want to talk about Caleb Williams anymore because it's at a point where I'm so confident in the goddamn quarterback of the Chicago Bears. What are we going to talk about? I mean, I want to move past it. I know what we have in him. Like you said, let's get this football game close. Let's focus in on Minnesota for a second, right? Just keep the game close. Don't let Brian Flores make your offense one-dimensional, all these things. Just get it within a one score, whether you're winning or losing. If it's got 2 minutes to go, you've got a good chance at winning the football game.
We're trying to get PJ in here, so we should stop talking about Justin for sure, because Steve's...
Yeah, PJ, let's get in here. Let's talk about how DJ Moore needs to be the focal point in the passing game. I'm sick and tired of these little. Obviously, DJ Moore's fantastic after the catch. You should get the ball in his hands any way possible. I want him to be treated more down the field like Amon-Ra St. Brown. I want him to be running these dig routes, these deep ins. Let's take advantage of the guy's ability to catch a contested football, which Roma Dunze right now is struggling with.
PJ, drop in here because I gotta lay down, man, just for a bit. I'm gonna listen to the show. I'll hop back, but PJ, pop in here.
Hey, bring the phone with you to the coffin, bro.
I'm gonna bring the computer to the bed, but I ain't gonna sit here and have you guys watch me lay down, dude.
Hey, guess what I'm eating for dinner tomorrow, Shorty?
I was gonna say something nasty. I was gonna say something.
We gotta cue it up. We got to cue it up.
Actually thinking about doing fish and spaghetti.
Yeah. Fish and spaghetti.
Yes, sir.
I keep losing this argument every fucking turn that I take on it. Like, I can't win this at all, man. Like, I grew up Italian. Like, we didn't eat seafood with red sauce. It just wasn't a thing. So, like, the first time I heard that out of PJ, I was just like, that makes no sense to me. And if you remember my comment, I was like, wait a minute. You mean like spaghetti with sauce? And then we have the infamous Triple R saying, you gotta have spaghetti with the
Spaghetti,
sauce.
motherfucker, spaghetti. Yeah. Spaghetti with the sauce. You don't have spaghetti without the sauce.
I was just like, wait, fish and red sauce? Fish and white sauce, not red sauce. But to each his own, man. I lost it. I lost that argument a long time ago. So I appreciate you saying that.
There's this food critic that I watch, Joel Hansen. He travels the globe checking out different stuff. Last week's episode, they served him fish and spaghetti. He says, I never heard of this combination. And I thought about you. He started eating. Oh my God.
He liked it.
Like, I want more now.
Okay, I lose. I can admit when I'm wrong. Carl, I do want to get to that injury report though, because I heard that.
Can throw it up.
I heard that Kwani is out possibly.
It's just trending. He hasn't practiced the last 2 days. I don't know what that's going to end up with because he didn't finish the game, right?
Wait a minute, who is that?
Jaquan Brisker.
Wow.
I hope he plays, man, because he is needed.
So for the audio listeners, it's a laundry list which we are all getting very accustomed to with these Bears, unfortunately. But the laundry list of injuries on the injury report don't always equate to not playing.
Can I interject really quick before you continue?
Yep.
Is this a strategy by our fucking amazing first time ever head coach that he's putting people under DNP just to fuck with the other team?
No, because you saw that try to transpire in Baltimore, and Baltimore they didn't even have the hammer drop down like Michigan State there, Mr. Charles Johnson, if you have any idea what I'm talking about. But they said it was no. Like, yeah, Lamar Jackson was a limited participant because it was flip-flop. They said he was a full participant, but he ended up being a limited because he only was the scout team. So there is no shenanigans here. This is by the book. This is exactly what happened. Nothing to do with Ben Johnson here. So, Jaquan Brisker with a back injury, Wednesday and Thursday, do not practice. TJ Edwards with both a hand and a hamstring, both do not practice. Joe Tooney got a non-injury rest day on Wednesday and did not practice on Thursday. Actually, no, he did practice Wednesday. He got the rest day on Thursday. Jade Walker with concussion, unfortunately, do not play. Seems like he's not out of the protocol. DJ Moore, I already told you, with his shoulder, did not practice on Wednesday, limited on Thursday. He'll probably be a full on Friday, and he said, yes, I will be playing. I will be playing on Sunday. Roman Dunze, I expect to be the exact same thing with his ankle. Did not practice Wednesday, limited on Thursday. Mr. Josh Blackwell, my favorite player. Concussion in full. So he's in the concussion protocol. No, he's out of the concussion protocol. He's just full participant with that concussion until he's fully cleared. Kevin Byard, another rest day on Wednesday and a full participant on Thursday. Hippolyte with his knee injury, which he was ruled out of the game against the Giants. Ruben Hippolyte with his knee is full last 2 days. Grady Jarrett, I don't know why Grady Jarrett's getting a rest day if he's getting all that money and not performing, rather. He was a do not practice and a full participant on Thursday. Cole Kmet, Dominique Robinson, and DeAndre Swift, limited with their back, ankle, and hip injuries on Wednesday, full participants on Thursday, and Tyreek Stevenson with his shoulder, who did not practice on Wednesday, is a full go on Thursday. So I think it was either Greg Gabriel or someone along those stratospheres of Bears mouthpieces. They said, I don't care anymore about Wednesday and Thursday. What are you going to do on Friday? Are you going to practice on Friday? And if you're going to practice on Friday, you're probably going to play on Sunday. So tomorrow's the big one to keep a lookout for. Again, if we've got all these players at the bottom all full, they'll probably be all fine. Keep your eye on those top 4. I mean, Jaquan Brisker, if he doesn't practice Friday, he's probably going to be out. I don't expect to see TJ Edwards probably until the Philadelphia game. Joe Tooney's going to play. Jade Walker, probably not, but Jade Walker's not logging serious snaps. So, overall, we're good.
I don't know what to think about the injury report anymore because I see a lot of these DNPs and then they play and they play really well and they don't seem like they're injured at all.
Did you listen to a damn thing I said?
No, I was.
Friday. Friday is the day. Yeah, you're spot on, Shorty. Wednesday, Thursday, just wipe it from your memory. Don't matter.
Fair enough.
At this stage of the season, when it's week 11, right? Week 10, week 11, you're in the double digits. Just look at Friday, man. If they are do not practice on Friday and there's something that seems serious, like Jaquan Brisker, no, I don't want Jaquan Brisker's back to get tweaked. If he can't go in full on Friday, I don't know. He's probably going to be a limited. My guess is that Jaquan Brisker tomorrow will be a limited. That is pure speculation for the record. I am not a source of news. Jaquan Brisker, if he's limited Friday, I think he'll be listed as a game time decision. Now, who's the replacement for Jaquan Brisker? It's probably got to be Mr. Simone Biles' husband, right? Mr. Biles?
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, because you can't mess with CJ. He's doing too good where he is. Let him be. Leave him alone.
And we don't have his replacement because the reason he's playing slot nickel is because
they had to pick him up on the street.
It's because McLeod sucks. McLeod cannot do anything that a Kyler Gordon or a CD can do. So, yeah, you're absolutely spot on there, Mr. Charles Johnson. I don't think you can move C.J. Gardner-Johnson. The only other alternative would be Elijah Hicks. And I'm scrambling to figure out if Elijah Hicks played against the Giants. Because I think he did. I thought I saw 22.
He did. He was
I saw
there.
22 out there.
You know, I'm not a fan of McLeod nor Nahshon Wright.
I'm very curious what the comment section from Adam Mason's videos today is going to be because I consistently call Nahshon Wright the propaganda piece of this terrible Chicago Bears media because I said from the jump the guy sucked. I don't care about the pick six against effectively a rookie J.J. McCarthy. The player has not been good.
He suffers at the hands of a big play at least twice a game every week.
Yeah, and it's losing you football games.
Now, what do you all think that we do with this debacle that is the Grady Jarrett situation?
What are you going to do? He took you to the cleaners. He's got all your money. He's getting rest days for no reason, even though the guy can't pass a damn medical. I'd wager he cannot pass a medical tomorrow. So,
right. Just wait. You can't ship him off anywhere.
Yeah, literally, you can't do anything. And it's not like, and this is the one thing I tried to set my head on with Grady Jarrett. It's like, oh, he's going to help elevate Jervon Dexter and all the other defensive linemen around him. You had the 32 ranked rush defense last year, and it's still a problem this year. So I'm very afraid of, we talked about the playoffs and going back to Detroit. I mean, Detroit's going to run all over us. So we're going to have to be able to win a 51-50 game in that sense because you're not going to be able to stop their run game. I mean, and I think Grady Jarrett's a big part of that. I mean, the money he's making, he should be the difference in elevating your run defense. And he just simply isn't. I'm not even expecting Grady Jarrett to go out and get 10 sacks from the interior like Aaron Donald. That'd be asinine. Just asking Grady Jarrett to make a goddamn tackle. He can't even get off the block. I bet if PJ watched 10 minutes of Grady Jarrett film, he'd be like, yep, guy can't get off the block. So.
Well, I've had my people out there researching to see if there have been any reported spottings of him with Nate Davis.
Yeah, that's a good one because that's your successor and the steal money from the Chicago Bears, right? Grady Jarrett and Deo Odengbo are kind of fighting, they're jockeying for that role, right? So, at the very least, you can metaphorically give Deo Odengbo's money to Austin Booker. You're getting a little something at the edge from Austin Booker.
Right.
But Grady Jarrett, you tried to bring him in. Who the hell did he even replace from last year? Did we get rid of a tackle, like a defensive tackle? Zach Pickens, right?
Right.
Now we downgraded from Zach Pickens, and instead we're giving all this money. So, is the senior citizen home, Tony Moore? The Bears are so good at paying a player in free agency for their past successes, right? You paid Jared Allen, you paid Grady Jarrett. Holy fuck.
Now, you know what? Contrary to popular opinion, Ryan Poles has not been a big mistake to me. When I look at his work in its entirety, and when you think about a man or an individual with a vision, things take time to come together. There's a bit of trial and error. There's going to be fortune and misfortune. But if you look at it now, and people can give Ben Johnson all the kudos they want, but Poe's fingerprints are still on the landscape of this organization. So he is having an impact on the obviously apparent turnaround that we're witnessing.
Can I piggyback on that?
Yes, sir.
I was having this conversation with my BFF, who I've known since I was 8, the other day, and we were talking about Ryan Poles, and I said, Ryan Poles is the result of trying to get his head coach what he wants as a head coach. So we just had an incompetent fucking head coach that says, I need this. This happens for every GM, right? They want to get their head coach and their coaching staff the players that they want. So when you have a completely dysfunctional, completely incompetent head coaching staff or coaching staff altogether with, you're going to get bad results because the GM is going to be trying to get them the players that they want for their system. And
right.
Wait, let me finish. When you pair a GM that has had as many failures as he has had, combined with the successes that he has also had, let's not talk about the fucking Steelers trade for that wide receiver and all that shit. Let's talk about the trade for Justin Fields that got him the first pick in the draft. Let's talk about the Darnell Wright pick. Let's talk about the Brisker pick. Let's talk about the Gordon pick. Let's talk about the DJ Moore trade that got us eventually the first pick in the draft again, that got us Caleb Williams, that got us the trade, to make all of this happen. Now he is paired with a legitimate fucking superstar head coach, and we have heard
who is the general manager.
Well, kind of in a way, but we've heard, how many times have you watched the press conferences with Washington, the special teams coordinator, talking about we have a legitimate superstar head coach, and he keeps preaching it like this coach is legit. So when you remove the Eberflus and that coaching staff, that defunct coaching staff from the scouting and the input of what they want in their vision of the team, and then you replace it with Ben Johnson, and he says, I need this vision for this team. We saw it happen already this year in this draft. He went out and got playmakers for Ben Johnson, Loveland, Luther Burden.
How can you give the credit to Poles for that? You keep talking.
Because the coach had something to do with it, and you're going to see
something.
You're going to see this.
Ben Johnson is the reason.
Right. You're going to see this progress more and more and more as they work together in the next 2 or 3 years. the players that he's going to be drafting are going to be the ones that Ben Johnson and his coaching staff wants, and not the one that Eberflus and his coaching staff wants. And it's going to get better and better and better. And he will.
I don't know why you're bringing up Eberflus. I mean, what it is that you do want a Howie Roseman. You want a general manager who can identify good versus bad talent, regardless of what the coaching staff wants. But you're settling for the coaching staff calling the shots, and it's very apparent to me that Ben Johnson is the one doing those shots.
But you don't think that the Eagles are doing the same thing with Howie Roseman? Like the input comes from what the coach.
Howie Roseman has proven himself to be an extremely elite general manager, regardless of the coaching staff, right? Because they won a Super Bowl. They had.
You know that.
You
don't know that.
I'm sure I could provide examples too. It'd be very, very easy for me to show you that the Eagles have been competitive regardless of their coaching staff, right? They had their Super Bowl run where they lost to the Chiefs, and their 2 coordinators got plucked. You replace that with garbage, and you get, with DeAndre Swift, by the way, you got destroyed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then you bring in Vic Fangio and whoever else the offensive coordinator is. I think it was Kellen Moore, who's now also a head coach yet again. So it's a rinse and repeat there, and you still have Howie Roseman picking up the phone, scamming people, drafting the best players from Georgia, getting all the convicts, and assembling a super team around a very mediocre quarterback in Jalen Hurts.
However,
now,
you also had the
consistent
Vic Fangio effect.
Right, but I'm saying you had a competitive defense before Vic Fangio. Now, the one consistent with this iteration is Nick Sirianni. I don't think Nick Sirianni's at the level of a Ben Johnson as far as acquiring that talent, right? So, again, tell me how everyone in this entire stratosphere of ours, in this Bears fandom online podcasting space, will tell you Bears offensive line, terrible, awful. And we flipped it in 1 year under Ben Johnson. Now the strength of our entire football team is our offensive line. Yeah, I don't care about Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts. Care about their running back. I care about their elite edges. Their entire defensive line. Their entire All-Pro linebacker. The draft picks that they made at their safeties with their Cooper DeJean, all these things. I think Jalen Hurts sucks, and I don't even want to talk about this anymore. Again, all that to say, you do want a general manager who can, cut the crap, pick the players that he wants because he knows that they're good. But if we're going to rely on this coaching staff, which is arguably the best coaching staff this city has ever seen, so be it. It is what it is.
I agree.
And that's the key. Ryan Poles got the extension to mirror Ben Johnson. That was the final straw in the argument there. I mean, why would you extend Ryan Poles without knowing what this vision looks like? It's because your new general manager, named Benjamin Johnson, told you, I need this guy because he's going to listen to me. And so be it. You draft a tight end from Michigan 10th overall that no one except Bears Country Productions, I wonder who called that before it happened, who's going to draft Loveland, the Bears. You got proof.
I wanted Tyler Warren, but I might still stand by that. But that's subjective.
You'll see once Warren is the top target for the Colts in their wild card game, and they get bounced at home, and Warren doesn't live up to the Rob Gronkowski expectations of him. Loveland just needs time. Loveland's got 2 years below Warren. Let's see what this looks like for Loveland in 2 years.
I didn't expect the Bears to draft Loveland, but I did believe that Loveland was better than
He was the better fit.
Right. That's what I mean.
But then you do the mental gymnastics. It's like, fuck, if the Colts do choose Warren instead of Loveland, can Loveland get past the Chargers? Can Loveland make it to pick 39? They said, fuck, to hell with that. We'll take him 10. So.
May I have a request from chat, if it's okay?
Please.
Absolutely.
Zach Sullivan, if you're still here, I need a temperature and time for to use tonight. Temperature and time, please.
What do you mean by that?
How long this fish needs to go in the air fryer at that temperature.
Unbelievable.
He's saying mahi mahi with some olive oil or something in the air fryer. Bro. Yeah, what's the temperature and time in the air fryer, bro? That's a great segue question.
I'm sorry, guys, but here's the deal. I'm cooking after the show. I haven't eaten a single thing today.
Oh shit!
So,
I ate one thing at 2:00. I haven't eaten since, so I'm fasting myself, my man.
well, I only eat once a day. I've been doing that for 3 years now, once a day. I do a cup of coffee for breakfast, a cup of coffee for lunch, and then I eat a small dinner.
Good for you, man. Fasting is the way to go. It helps you to. I want to get to myself to like a 72-hour fast where I've gone like 30 hours. I haven't made it to 48, but when you get to 72, like your body starts eating its own cancer if you have it. You know what I mean? Like it's really, really good for you to fast because our natural, bodies, we're used to go. We don't eat 3 meals a day like 200 years or 500, 1,000 years ago. You know what I mean? That's why we were all
changes have stopped that.
Yeah, and as far as like us, like the average age of life was 32 years. Well, that's because everyone had 12 to 15 fucking kids, and half of them died, but the other half lived to be 85, 95 plus years old, and the law of averages just worked itself out. So, I'm with you on that. Fasting is good for you, man.
Now I'm a devil's advocate kind of guy. I play devil's advocate. DJ Moore did not deserve the crap that he was being given because people saw him frowning because he wasn't jumping in the middle of a touchdown celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Let anyone try and convince me when you're constantly sent on kamikaze missions, getting your brains beat in on these 2-yard screen passes, how much smiling would you do?
Yeah, you mean the DJ Moore that's been on the injury report like every week this year?
Yeah, why is that?
Strategy. He's a warrior.
The pounding that he took the past 2 years, of course, he's hurt now.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he's being utilized this year, he's literally lining up as a running back. I mean, like I said,
I'm in the minority of that, but I love that shit. I thought I want.
What has it produced though?
Well, because they're not running the T formation. It's not working.
If you're running the T formation, let's just call New York. Hey, let's switch quarterbacks.
It would work if they were running the T formation, my man.
I got one question, Shorty.
Maybe while you're on a mushroom trip, potentially. What's the question?
Is that a capital T or a lowercase t?
Okay, wait, what? Ask the question again?
The T formation, is it a capital T or a lower T?
It's a fucking capital T every time, bro.
Maybe with a capital SHI in front of it.
I don't know. Depends on who's running it.
Listen, let's get to our. We're going on 2.5 hours here. Let's get to some score predictions for this game, and let's wrap this up because I got to go to bed. I got to get up early for work tomorrow. I'm busting my fucking ass at work.
Last thing I got, let me empty the tank on Clip Victoria here. He says, Carl, CJ Gardner-Johnson is a win for polls. That guy is great. I want to see CJ Gardner-Johnson's behavior, locker room, during a losing streak. Let's say something doesn't go right. Because that was my only issue with the player, was the off the field, the behavior, the garbage.
And my buddy and I talked about this since I was 8 years old. That guy I was talking about earlier. His name is Steve Sigmund. And we talked about every team needs an asshole on it. And the Bears didn't have the asshole. And now the Bears have that asshole on the team. And it kind of elevates them to that level. You don't need a team of assholes, but you need one asshole on the team.
Guess who just started watching the Dallas Cowboys documentary on Netflix? Guess who got an in-depth understanding of Charles Haley? Am I comparing C.J. Gardner-Johnson to Charles Haley? No. But the idea is there. I hear what Dan is saying to a T, a capital T. I hear it.
You need that one fucking asshole. And
Now, why can't that have been Tyreek Stevenson? Jaquan Brisker is not mean enough for it. I think Tyreek Stevenson is.
Well, you are correct on that, but I think he's not quite enough the asshole. Like, we needed the asshole, and we got him now. And we have the coaching staff to manage it. That's what matters.
Yeah. Keep CJ Gardner happy. I think that's a very much of a key to the rest of the season. But again, Bears losing streak, Kyler Gordon returns, CJ Gardner gets benched. What does that look like? I'm very eager, right? I would have some anxiousness regarding that timeline.
I think Stevenson has the fortitude and the capacity to be that guy. I just think he had too much baggage surrounding him to where he couldn't be that guy. You know, he wouldn't have been allowed. It would have been like a double dagger to the heart if he had. I did this wrong. Now I'm displaying this behavior. I think they would have run him out of town.
Well, he fucked up with the Commanders game last year, and it kind of reset him. With the game we lost, the
Redskins, the Redskins,
the Redskins game we lost last year, and I think it reset him to with this coaching staff to realize where he became the unasshole. He was just enough of an asshole, but not the asshole that we needed right now in C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I think it's helping the team.
Can you be an asshole playing outside cornerback? Like, Darrelle Revis wasn't an asshole. He was just kind of like a fuck you kind of guy. But, like, playing an outside, like, you can't get in the quarterback's head like that. Whereas C.J. Gardner-Johnson's always around the quarterback. He gets sacks. He's got more sacks than Dayo Odengbo.
Mm-hmm. And then Cliff says, Bears pick up the veterans who can handle assholes. That's another well-said thing. It's like, we just needed that one asshole, and it kind of put us over the top. And it was the guy that was sitting out there because he was an asshole, and we needed him. And it's working out. It really is working out. And I'm excited to see where this goes from here, because of all the injuries at that position, and you picked up someone that was needed for multiple reasons, his play, and he's an asshole.
Now, I can actually provide you guys some, we'll call it underground information. There is actual legitimate confirmation that the Bears did reach out to the New Orleans Saints to trade for, I think the player's name is Paulson Adebo?
Oh.
The player who plays the C.J. Gardner-Johnson role for that team. So Gardner-Johnson was not their first choice, but he was the choice that they made, and it definitely is paying off in the short term. The long term is where I get a little bit more skeptical, but hey, one game at a time. Hopefully it'll work out against Minnesota.
Cliff is saying there's a lot of food talk around between Zach Sullivan and Cliff with the food. And Cliff saying, Zach, I love to experiment. My friends keep coming over, so it must be at least okay. Cliff, please. I'm coming to Florida soon. I don't know when, but I'll let you know. And I would love to come over to your house again for food. He's only an hour away from us in Florida. And I cannot stop thinking about that fucking seafood bowl you have. I tried to recreate it, and I just can't do it like you did. And it was just so magnificent and unforgettable. And I can't stop thinking about it. It's become a staple of what I want to recreate that you did, my friend. You are an amazing cook, Cliff. And everyone that loves to cook in this chat, like, you guys are awesome. I love the food talk, man, because I love to cook too, and so does my wife. And coming over to your house was just it was a memory I will never forget, Cliff. And I want to thank you for that as a friend. Thank you. Come on over, Shorty. I appreciate that. As a friend, I will definitely do that. And I want to thank you for just all the food talk, man, because we love it, man. It's awesome.
Well, I know I need that time and temp from Zach, because I have all the ingredients that he's mentioning, and I literally have some mahi on the countertop throwing out right now.
That's why you're asking. So wait,
Right.
how long? How in the air fryer? What's the temperature?
Time and temp. I'm gonna make some Spanish rice and some green beans.
Nice.
Spanish rice, Mexican rice, that stuff's fantastic. Right here, I thought Cliff Victoria was inviting us to a strip club. I got to get my mind out of the gutter.
It is for Navy SEALs, surf and turf.
Oh, the Steve Rogers saying, did you look in the Chicago pizza grinder, the pot pie pizza? No, I haven't. I apologize. I should have. I have my Lou Malnati's recipe. I make it to a T at home. I have the exact recipe. I've told you guys this a million times. I'll share it with you. Just email me, bearscountrypodcast@gmail.com. I would share that recipe with you if you're out of state and you can't buy one. I make it better than Lou Malnati's because I put more love into it. I'm not just some like 15-year-old slapping together a pizza for somebody that they don't know. You know, I put the love into it, and it turns out perfect every time. So I will look into that Chicago pizza grinder, Steve Rogers. Thank you again for reminding me. We got to get going out of here because I got to get up early. I got another long fucking day at work tomorrow. Minister, I want to get your thoughts on just, first off, I want to say thank you for joining us tonight. You know, it takes a lot for someone to come on and be a guest on this show. Not many do. The ones that do it, we can't thank enough. And especially you, like, you know, you're missing all your fucking teeth and you're hanging out with us. So like, it's just, I love the could give two fucks attitude about it. And it's all that matters, man.
I appreciate it too.
I love being here. It was awesome. Awesome. I can't think of a better way to spend my time on a Thursday night. I love this. And like I say, I'm going to find a way for me to be able to contribute to the show. I'm going to find a way and present you with an idea to and figure out something. And like I said, I just want to be a part of something that's good, something that's great, actually. And tell PJ I'm holding it against him that he's not here tonight. But like
because of Justin Fields talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I love this show. Nice meeting you guys that I hadn't met yet. Nice being on camera with a fellow Wolverine fan. I'm loving this, man. Eat your heart out, everyone else. And my score prediction is 36-17. The Bears are going to score 21 in the first half.
Ooh.
They're going to come out gunslinging, firing away.
I love that.
And I'd like to add to that 2 picks.
Okay.
Not a toothpick, no pun intended. No toothpicks, but 2 picks.
I'm down with that, man. I'm gonna say I think it's easy that we could easily put up 30 points at any game with this offensive coordinator / head coach, with our running game. He when it's not working, he keeps relying on it and he makes it work. That's a big deal in this league. And then you have the quarterback to go along with that. And everyone knows how I feel about Caleb. So I'm going to say 38. No, I'm going to say 32-24 Bears.
Last 4 games for the Vikings, their offenses have scored 19, 27, 10, and 22. A lot of those games with Carson Wentz. They won 21-17 versus the Browns as well. It's not an offense that's really knocking the doors off, in my opinion, so that plays into the Bears' hands. As far as their defense, seems that they've given up 27, 24, 37, and 28. I don't know. I think I need this Bears offense to continue to hum because of my skepticism on their poor run defense. I'll give you a Bears win 31-17. I'll get bold. I like 31-17.
Nice.
And how did I come up with 36? That's 5 touchdowns with 1 2-point conversion.
Nice.
Well, you'd have to go for a 2-point conversion if you need it, maybe, right? So I hope they don't need it, but
the game is going to be so far out of reach. There's going to be practice time.
Exactly. Ben's going to be like, let's try to get a 2-point conversion out just in case. I love it.
Yeah, they'll practice for their wild card game in Minnesota, right? Oh, boy. We're getting bold on this channel.
Or Green Bay.
Man, the 12-5 Bears are not going to need a wild card.
Oh, 12-5. I have them 10
How much fun would it be, Minister Charles Johnson, if Week 18 at Soldier Field, whoever wins that football game between the Bears and the Lions gets the NFC North crown? How much fun would that be?
Oh, I'm already celebrating.
That dog shit stadium that the taxpayers are going to continue to pay money on as they're walking to Arlington Heights, that place is going to crumble. And the taxpayers will still have to pay money on a destroyed stadium because they would be cheering so loud.
And this is just the beginning. The best is yet to come.
This is
when they build that stadium, they're gonna host a Super Bowl.
Oh, damn right.
The stadium's gonna be finished 2030,
Mm-hmm.
2029. You're gonna get a Super Bowl between 2030 or 2031.
Hey, let me give you guys.
Caleb Williams will have gotten extended at that point, but
real quick before we go, some people build teams. We're building a dynasty. If you can't see it in the making, you must be sharing spaces with Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles, because I see it clearly. We're not building a team. We're building a dynasty.
You might be missing your teeth, but not your eyeballs, right?
You asshole!
Hey, you want to hear something funny? I went to the dentist 2 weeks ago. I walked in and I said, look, I'm tired of waiting. Just give me back my old teeth. The ones you took out, give them back and I'll put them back in myself. They looked at me, man, and oh my God.
I have never been more inspired to create a GoFundMe for someone, and I promise you that will happen. As soon as I get a second, it will happen. I will promote
Thank you, Patty.
I will promote it like a mofo on this show. We'll get you, I mean, at the very least, if we can get you half the money that you need to get that bottom set done, at least you're halfway there. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what, why are the ladies smiling at me more now that I don't have teeth?
Well, you would think it'd be a little, the other way around, right? Because no teeth would be better. As a woman.
My God. You're going to give Foster a run for your money. You better not see Foster in Wisconsin, or you guys are going to be like the terrible duo. I don't even know what to say. Oh, my God.
This lady said to me, I feel a velveteen rub coming on. I don't know what that meant.
Minister.
Yes, sir.
I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for having the courage to come on with us and hang out with us tonight. It takes a lot. Anyone that, I've been preaching this from day one of this channel. You are all welcome to join us on this show. Just email us at bearscountrypodcast@gmail.com. And you did it. King Booker Worlds finally did it. He came on the show. We had a great fucking time. Minister, I'd love to see you. Mr. Mayhem, I'd love to see you do the same thing. Understand if you don't want to. Any one of you guys, man. I mean, you guys.
I want to see Armando and Patty on here.
So do I at the same time. That'd be amazing.
That would be must-see TV. Mr. Charles Johnson, it was an honor to get to meet you. So nice to talk to you today. I'm sorry it took me so long to play this for you.
He's a baller, man. I hate him, though. Like, Michigan guy. I can't stand him, man.
Now, and I don't want to put any pressure on Mr. Charles Johnson or anyone else, and I hate to bring this up. Hogan Johns has a voicemail segment that they do. You guys, at the very least, if you wanted to, record yourself. I don't know if we could set up a phone line. I feel like that'd be a little bit too hard. But just record yourself with a video or audio, send it to us before the Thursday show, and we will see if we can combine it into a segment, right? Even if it's just you saying, fuck the Packers, I'll throw it in a video. I think that would be excellent. So, again, Mr. Charles Johnson, honored for you to say, I'll find a way to contribute. Just pop on here, man. It's so much fun to talk to you guys. But if you guys are shy or whatever and don't want to have yourself on camera, send a video. I think it would be a very fun little segment we could integrate.
Or just an audio, like you said. Just record yourself saying something, email it to us. We'll pull it up on the show. We can make it a segment. That would be fucking amazing.
I think everyone would look forward to that. Be like, I know I said something funny. I had a good point. Whether it's a question, if you guys have a question, but hey, why does I don't even know what to say? Why does Tyreek Stevenson suck? We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
we could start it, middle of the show, end of the show, whatever it is.
Well, I know someone asked me how I lost my virginity, and I said I FGB.
Yup. I think that's a great way to end the show. Listen, you guys in chat, man. You guys in chat are just, you are exactly what the vision of this show was. And you, Minister Charles Johnson, are exactly what the vision of this show was. You coming on here with us and talking life and bears and friendship with us. It is an absolute honor to have another friend from chat become a friend and join the show and hang out with us. And I encourage any one of you that would like to do the same, please do so. You know the email by now. I don't have to tell you a million more times. You know it. We love you guys.
Hey, you see that jersey back there? They need to go get that guy back.
Exactly.
He might be the final piece.
Yeah.
Go get Khalil back.
It should be a poll question. Who wears 52 if they get Mac back because they got their center? So I feel like Drew Dahlman wouldn't give a rat's butt.
I'll wear 58. I don't know, 59. I don't give a shit. Whatever number it may be.
Got to give it back to Khalil Mack because they've got to have stock of Khalil Mack's jersey. So they'd just say like, "Hey, we want to sell these things. I want to sell them for $1.80 instead of their discounted price, whatever."
But it's been an honor being on here with you guys.
Likewise.
It's been an honor to have you join us. The honor and the pleasure is all ours, Minister Charles Johnson. Minister
Fully agree.
Charles Johnson.
Well, it's back to Madden after I cook this mahi.
Listen, you guys know how we end the show in a dorky manner because I always end it with it. Everyone likes to say bear down, but no, I like to say bears. So, Minister,
that's not a drum roll.
I want to thank you one more time. I love you. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. It's been an honor and a pleasure of ours. Chat, we love you. We appreciate you. Every week you are here hanging out with us. PJ, we missed you tonight. Sorry about the JF1 talk. We'll see you again because we know how much you love us too. So, Carl, I want to thank you for coming on tonight too. We missed you in the beginning. Great to have you on with us.
Yeah, I apologize for being tardy, but
it's okay.
Happy I was able to see it through.
You shut up. Minister, chat, Carl, Foster, PJ, we love you guys. We will see you guys next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget, in between is the British Bears Show with Jason UK Bears, Chris Watts, and now we have a newbie, Dave Bears UK, who's been hanging out with them. And I love that because I have 3 friends from the British side of the world, and they're a part of the show, and it's a fucking honor to have that.
So if you guys, I don't know if it is the Caleb Williams ICEMAN or the 1920 football drive that was released literally at 7 o'clock earlier today, like 4 hours ago, as you're listening to my voice in real time. One of the top comments is like, man, I was born to be an Arsenal fan, which is a soccer team in Europe, England, and now I'm also a Bears fan. And whether that's an Adam Rank burner account, I don't know. But there's so many Bears fans in the UK. So I think that you're only seeing the cusp of it. Like there's quite a lot.
Yeah.
So you guys got to continue to push the show because I feel like there's just so much more audience that would love to see that. I'm tempted to comment on that Bears channel video right now. Yeah, Steve, I agree with this.
Yeah, I agree. And it really is an honor to be making friends with, fellow Bears fans from around the globe. Right now, it's from the UK, but there could be a lot more, and we welcome that from every one of you. And I can't wait to see it grow, because as much as sometimes this might be a pain in the ass to do the show every Thursday night, or I don't want to do it because I'm too busy, or I don't want to talk Bears because they suck. They don't suck anymore. So it makes it a hell of a lot easier, and it makes it a hell of a lot easier with all you guys. And I just, again, thank every one of you, including you guys here on the panel. Minister, we love you and appreciate you. And before we leave, we should just go.
Yo, love you more.
Minister Charles Johnson. Yo, minister. Yo, minister. Preach it to me. Yo, minister. The Bears, they be the only thing. Preach it to me. They Bears, they be what name? BCP. We BCP. And now you be BCP.
Love you guys. We will see you next Thursday.
Hey, Shorty, I need a copy of that.
I'll send it to you, my man.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
I'll make it happen right after the show.
I'll play it before I do my next sermon.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Watch out for the British Bears, 3 p.m. Central on Tuesday. Minister, Carl, Chat, PJ, Foster. Love you guys. Let's end this shit on a 1, 2, 3. Bears and
shit. Fuck Green Bay.
2, 3.
Did you play this one yet?
Yeah, I'll have some egg rolls, some ping ping dong, and
fuck Green.
We BCP. We BCP.